We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Rip your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
And Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your take's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
What's that in the intro?
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, July 9th, 2024, and this is episode number 666 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
It smells like skunk in here.
Jose Guzman.
America can't take my guns away.
Goddamn right. Kelly Harris is here. What's up, Kelly?
Partner.
And our good buddy Mahoney. What's up, Mahoney?
Oh, I've been waiting for this one since like 5:23.
I know, buddy. I know. We're all very excited for you. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good one.
I was thinking today, it's been a while since we did the Popple's Choice Awards, and then to coincide with that, we'd also do a roast. And before I was actually in therapy, that was my best therapy. So it's good to have it back, you know? We're kind of roasting a whole bunch of people tonight. Can't wait.
They know what they did.
Spider-Man.
On episode 666, we're going to exorcise the demons.
It's gonna be fucking great. It's gonna be good. But that's a little bit later. Who knows? Maybe we'll talk about you. You never know. Stranger things have happened. No. But
between now and then,
yeah.
You better fly right. Keep your nose clean.
Because these shit's your living documents. Could be anything.
We'll add people to the list right now.
Yeah.
So,
You're gonna make the list.
And you know what? Play your cards right. You might get removed from the list.
Ooh.
oh, yeah, there's still time. I
didn't even think about that. Like that. So fucking really, it's, what are you gonna do? Everyone else, it's on you. What are you gonna do when the whole committee runs wild on you, brother? No. But fuck, man. Over here, finished up our staycation. It's fucking wonderful. I gotta tell you, there's nothing quite like taking a week off and not going anywhere else. It was incredible. Would recommend.
Yeah, that sounds
Cannot
great.
recommend it highly enough. It's so
Just
great.
did it.
Oh, so good.
No, you actually went somewhere.
Yeah, but then we didn't go anywhere after we got
Oh. Didn't you get home yesterday?
there. Yeah, I got home fucking late last night, man. It was supposed to have been yesterday.
My man's on a one-day staycation.
Oh, excuse me.
Like,
Yeah.
at one point, I was about to start, throwing some laundry and whatever, and Nicole was like, "What the fuck are you doing? We're not working, so you can do the goddamn laundry. That's a next week problem." And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. You're right. That is a next week problem. Fuck this laundry.
I mean, someone's got to do the laundry.
Right.
Not that day. We did
It's
not.
supposed to be relaxing.
Yeah, no. She's like, I'll do that. Wait, we'll wait and do that when I'm on the fucking clock again.
This weekend, so Lisa's family comes next week, and we're trying to prep for it. So this weekend we were going to clean the basement out so that we could fill it with a bunch of other stuff.
People.
And we're talking about how we're going to clean the basement. And Lisa's like, well, I also have to do all the laundry. I'm like, no, we can do the laundry during work. We can't clean the basement during work. Like, we're not
Right, yeah.
doing the laundry today.
I forget that you guys can do things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
really
I work
convenient.
6 feet from the laundry room. I think I can handle throwing the sheets in. Like, it'll be fine.
Yeah, Kelly, get with it. Do your laundry at work.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah.
You're right.
If you just brought a washer dryer to work, you could show up with your laundry, come home with clean laundry. There you
Yeah,
go. Problem solved.
you got something there.
Oh, I got an idea.
Okay.
You talk to your manager, your owner. Convince them to get a bunch of sets of washers and dryers for the comic shop.
Okay.
Okay, then you start moving the Funko Pops out.
Okay.
And then some of the like bigger statues and maybe the like excess long boxes, and bring the washers and dryers onto the show floor. You know what? You just turn it into a laundromat. Turn the comic shop into a laundromat.
We gotta get some quarter machines.
Like, as it turns out, I'm already describing a business. It is a coin up. Shit. Okay.
But hey, look at it this way. Easier to do your laundry at work.
That's
Yeah.
no,
There you
100%.
Imagine that, like, totally launches the whole shop to the next level, though. Like, you crack the code. Laundry is what was missing.
Well, I mean, if
I
you've
can
been
pick up my
into
new books, and I can also fucking do my whites, I guess. Interesting. Okay, cool. I like this. Is nice.
I'm sure Kelly can attest, and any of those that have been into a comic shop, some of those dudes need to wash their clothes. So
Yeah.
you're hitting an untapped market.
No, you're on to something here.
I
bud.
do think it would be
You know
a cool
that
bit
scene
for a
in-
comic shop to have a deodorant display.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That would actually be amazing.
Got a fucking spice contract.
You know that scene in Austin Powers where they're like running him through the machine to scrub off all the radiation? You just need that at the front of your store, Kelly. Strip them down. A little conveyor belt drags them through like a soap spray and a shower,
Yeah.
and then you rub them with a long like broom, and then they rinse off, and boom, they're in a yellow jumpsuit while you wash their clothes.
Yeah, but how do you get rid of their personality disorders?
Oh, that you can never get rid of the magic of that.
What's going on, Jose?
I just my thing was about
Moving a
the
laundry machine.
It was about to fall and you caught it.
it was the fucking battery
It's
pack.
currently pinned under the fridge.
So
good.
yeah, so no laundry, but I did build a bunch of models and watch a bunch of shit. And caught up on The Boys, and I don't think we've talked about The Boys really this season, but it's fucking bonkers.
We haven't
Are they back in
started.
town, Lee?
Yeah, I think I'm like 2 or 3 seasons behind. I think I've only watched the first 2. What number?
Oh, shit.
Well,
What
buddy,
number is
you
this?
are-
Is this 4
So
or
guess
5?
so that means, buddy, you're not watching The Boys.
Lee, are they back in town?
Hate to break it to you, you don't watch that show.
Oh God, I'll never know if they're back in town.
They're back in town.
Oh,
is it
thank
4
God.
or 5?
This is 4. We're in the midst of 4.
And then 5 is the last
This is
season.
just like
Yes.
Oh,
this
so
is just like
they
how
have
I'm
a
behind on White Collar because I haven't started any of the
Yeah.
seasons yet.
they have an in game.
Mahoney, you're gonna get into White Collar?
Maybe, Kelly.
You gotta
Maybe.
do it. It's a great time.
We'll see. Right now, I'm watching The Wire. Finally,
Ooh.
Yeah, never seen that either.
it's pretty.
We're
pretty
watching
good.
we're watching The Bear. It's very stressful.
Cheers,
Yeah.
watching
Yeah, that's
that
what
right
it sounds
now.
like.
So stressful.
Yeah, people tell me to watch The Bear, and I'm just like, no thanks.
It's very good, but it also very much encapsulates what it's like to be in that world, and that world is scary to me.
Yeah, I don't want to do
Yeah.
that.
There's a reason I
don't
got
wanna
out of
watch
that world.
Fanny Deseret be stressed out and frantic. You know.
Yeah.
I just want to watch somebody be chill, like cops trying to arrest drug dealers.
Yeah, Mahoney doesn't want to watch the bear. He wants to fight the bear.
Yeah.
I will beat the shit out of that bear.
Twitter is so fucked these days.
Oh my god! I got a new addition to my list.
Twitter is so fucked these days. Like, if you just stop on a post long enough, they'll be like, "Oh, you like that, huh, bitch? We're gonna give you a bunch of that stuff." So, like, you know,
You ready for Benny, boy?
when I look at one Chapel Roan clip, all of a sudden I'm getting all kinds of Chapel Roan shit. But, you know, anytime a bear video or a bear post comes across my feed, I forward it to Mahoney, but then that means I'm getting a lot of bear posting in my Twitter feed.
A lot of bear-related content.
Yeah.
I study every clip to see how they move, get a sense for how they think.
There was one I saw earlier of a big-ass black bear just, like, inside of a door of a house. And then it slowly backs out and closes the door with its claws.
Fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, off screen was me pounding my fists into a barrel of sand.
There was a bear roaming the streets in our neighborhood a couple nights ago. You know, we have the Ring cameras, so we have the Ring app connected. So we start getting notifications from people in our neighborhood. Bear, big bear. Oh, trash night, bear's out. And, you know, sometimes I see these boomers just commenting on the Ring app, and I just want to get in there and just comment along with them and see what happens.
Are they just dropping slurs all the time?
No slurs. But it's literally like if the power goes out, somebody's like, "Oh, power's out. Oh, mine too. Power's out. Maybe you didn't pay the bill."
All on the same transformer, right? Exactly. Yeah. So we get it. Everyone's power's out. You fucking mook.
God damn, my power's out too.
We get that with water. Anytime the water shuts off for some reason, they're working on a water main or something.
Water's
The water's off for like 5 minutes. Now, power, whatever. Maybe like your circuit breaker flipped or something, right? But like your fucking water, they'll be like, "Oh, my water's off. Is anybody else's water off?" Yeah. Because either all of our water is off or your water is filling your basement right now. Like, it's only two reasons why you don't have water at your faucet, you know?
Wild stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, we really shouldn't be this connected to the people in our community.
Oh, I'm definitely not.
No.
I don't like.
Yeah,
I don't have any idea.
Never.
Like, I remember listening to some true crime podcast or whatever, and they were talking about how, like, you know, no one knew, you know, in the neighborhood knew that, right, you know, down the block or whatever, he had 3 women chained up in his house. To go, yeah, they could be murdering children 2 doors down. I have no fucking idea. Like, I don't know these motherfuckers. I don't know anything about them. I'm cool with it. I don't need to know. I have enough friends. Just mind your business. Are they, you know, killing anybody on my lawn? No, then we ain't got no problem. It's fine. We'll just fucking skip their house trick or treating next year.
Did you hear what was happening 3 doors down, Lee?
What's that, Mahoney?
They were going crazy and getting called Superman.
There it is. There it is. So about the one thing we did do is we had ourselves an impromptu date day on Saturday. I figured we get out of the house and do something. So went and got myself got massaged with the lady, and we went to go see Maxine, which was very fucking good. And then left Maxine and went and met the kids to see Despicable Me 4. It was a hell of a double feature. Let me tell you.
Yes.
That's wild. We saw that. I fell asleep in the middle of that.
What if
It's not great?
What if you saw like another guy that you saw at Maxine also in your Despicable Me screening?
Right? Like, I get it, buddy.
Solo dude.
Yeah. Despicable Me 4 it's mid as fuck. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Maxine's pretty great though, man. It's not the thing that you think it is, which is pretty cool, and it's very much visually its own thing. Like the 3 movies in general, man, real just master classes in just vibe and fucking just the tone of a movie, even beyond its content. Just the way that these movies all look is just really, really exceptional.
And
really,
just
really
kind of a shout out to a very specific era of movies.
Yeah, and Maxine does a very similar thing. It's shout out to that kind of 80s Hollywood look where, according to this movie, every street corner has a strip club or a nudie booth or some shit because that's the way Hollywood was in the movies in the 80s. I mean, it's just that. It's perfect. Really, really good.
It's Frank Miller's New York.
Very much Frank
see?
Miller's New York, yeah. Like fucking Cleveland and Howard the Duck. Just the scariest place in the world. But it's excellent. If for some reason you didn't see the others and want to see this one, you can definitely not see Pearl if you don't want to, but you got to see X. This is absolutely a sequel to X, so don't not see that if you were inclined. But it's real damn good, real damn good.
X is definitely my favorite of the two, but they're both pretty damn good.
Yeah. Fine filmmaking
On the list.
over there.
Is X
real good.
streaming anywhere?
Yeah, I think they were both streaming. That's how Mary and I watched them. But then again, the third one just came out, so who knows if they took them down.
Sometimes they pull them from streaming when the new one comes out, so that you have to rent them.
Fucked up, but I know you're right.
Bitches.
But
it is worth mentioning in Despicable Me 4. So, what we know about the Minions, besides that they love bananas, is that they always serve the most evil person on the planet, right? That's what we know. That's why they got stuck in a cave through the 40s and the 50s, so that they didn't have to show them on screen working for Hitler and Stalin.
Correct.
And in this movie, they start to work for what is essentially the U.S. government.
Yes.
It was only a matter of time, right?
That's a real subtle riff. That's a real subtle dig that I'm not sure these kids are going to pick up on.
Yeah, I don't know that I picked up on that, but you're exactly right.
Yeah,
You're exactly right.
they all started working for the government.
Do they have an Israeli faction of minions?
Probably.
The MIDF.
Wild. But what I can't recommend it enough. It's wonderful.
Despicable
and
Me
then
4 is you recommend, is what you're saying.
Yeah, definitely. It's so good. It really answers all the questions that you have lingering from the first three. If you ever thought to yourself,
I don't know that I've seen any of the others. Like, I've seen the Minion movie, and I'm certainly familiar with the characters, but I was like, I don't know what the hell is going on in any of this.
I think by the time you get to Despicable Me 4, I think you should be setting yourself up for diminishing returns.
Oh, absolutely.
But what I've kind of caught on to, I think they set the stage for fucking Despicable You. And if that happens, I'm gonna be so upset because it's so on the nose. It'll be very upsetting. Because one of the new characters they introduced was Gru's neighbor when they were in witness protection, and she makes him go on a heist with her to bust into Gru's old villain school or some shit like that and kidnap the mascot and whatever. And at the end of the movie, she gets into the school, and I'm like, they're gonna make a movie about this fucking school, I guarantee you.
Oh, Despicable University.
And they're gonna call it Despicable
Monsters
You. I guarantee you, they're gonna make a movie called Despicable You.
I thought it was gonna be like Despicable You and be like a VR movie.
Right?
Or it's Gru just pointing right at you from the movie poster.
Yeah.
The Time Person of the Year.
the corn cob popping corn button to fuck. You get the fuckable minion bucket? No.
Did you just have a stroke?
A little bit. I couldn't find it.
Hey, he's still doing better than our president.
Were you trying to do the Gru voice?
I was trying to do a Gru voice. I couldn't find it. Didn't work out. I couldn't find it. Okay.
Went for Gru, got a stroke.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's add the intro.
You're not fucking better than me, Kelly.
Let's do your Gru voice.
Yeah.
All right.
You're not better than me.
Popcast 666. We all do Gru voices.
Okay, you're definitely not better than me because I just discovered on my wrist is a piece of tape that's been there who knows how long from work.
Yeah, that's a week old.
Yeah.
No.
What the fuck you get?
You don't know.
What you get for
You
fucking
can't
with me?
carbon date it.
Stupid. The only other thing we're talking about really is I won the fucking Mezco photo contest yesterday, which was kind of fun.
Yeah, you
It was
did.
kind of dope.
Good shit.
And like, wasn't even one of the best ones, but it's still pretty fun.
The
Y'all
fucking
motherfuckers
plight
don't
of
even
the
know what's
artist.
coming.
Oh, you guys like this one?
Yeah.
Just
taste.
wait.
I know you know.
Oh yeah.
I fucking know you know. But that was pretty cool. Dig that. Yeah, check it out.
Congrats.
That's all I got. Well, yeah.
Lee's
It's on
Toy
Unite.
Shots on Instagram, baby.
Yes. That's right. Yeehaw. What's going on, you guys? What's happening? What you been doing?
Not
How's the family?
Great question, Lee. Because we did visit with my parents this past weekend. They came out to kind of do a joint celebration of our birthdays. So we took a ride out to a new Portillo's that's just like 40 minutes from here. So got a nice
Oh, fuck yeah.
Portillo's fix.
Oh,
But
fuck yeah.
the real story I want to tell is we're leaving and we're going out through the garage. And you guys know what I do in the garage. There's no secret of what I do in the garage.
Silly Goose Corner. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's Silly
kill
Goose
turtles.
Corner, exactly.
You poop.
My mom goes, smells like skunk out here. And my dad says, yeah, what's that smell? It's kind of skunky. And it's like, I just gave him the crazy world,
Like,
a lot of
are
smells.
you children?
Yeah, it's like, okay. Like you know I was smoking pot when I was in like teenager, early 20s. Come on. Like
Maybe they're in denial.
there was a point where at one point where me and Jose lived next door to my parents, I was hitting a bowl while watching Batman and Robin for my Fanboy Thunderdome with Kerouac that never happened. And my mom just walks in through the back door. No knock, nothing. So I take the bowl and I'm fucking holding it under my desk. She walks in and she goes, why does it smell like pot in here? I was like, what the fuck stupid ass question is this? And I just was frozen like a deer in the headlights. Like, I told them I was going to be looking into a medical marijuana card. When I got it, I took a picture of it and sent it to them. One time at their house, I had my vape in my pocket. My mom goes, what's that? I go, it's my vape. You want some? Let me be careful with my language here because of legalities. Anyhow, I work in the industry.
You work in the field.
Yes, technically.
We shoot the largest convention of this thing.
What do you think that smell is, Mom? What do you think it is?
I'll give you know what? Fuck it. 2 guesses.
He's like, number one, skunk.
Yep, just a Pepe Le Pew just running around our garage. Smells like skunk out here. Well, it didn't smell like skunk. It smelled like our garage. But I know that's probably not a smell you're used to, so it could be
Damn.
the sweet ass wooden box that Jose and his lady got me for my birthday that I keep 3 different strains in.
Yeah.
That's just
That
chilling
box
in the
is fucking
garage.
pretty cool.
Oh, this box is so sweet. Jose said, I know you're really autistic with like everything needs its place. So I thought this would be perfect for you. And god damn it, he was fucking right. The lid of the box, the inside lid, is magnetic. So you could just fucking stick things to it. And it's got a little slide
I'll
out
send it.
tray.
Cool.
It's
A
got
little
3
video link later.
It's got 3 little glass jars. It's so fucking cool. And, you know, it's super nice and black and discreet. So it doesn't really look like a fucking stoner box. But yeah, it's, as they're asking this question, that thing's
Oh, it's
sitting
got like a
right
little
there.
skeleton key to open it.
Yes. Little key. The 2.0 has a fucking fingerprint access. Did you see that one?
Oh,
I
shit.
did, but I thought that may be a little bit too much.
And I'm sure this box, I'm sure, was not cheap to begin with. I can only imagine a fucking fingerprint
Start adding
scanner.
biometrics to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But the video I watched made a good point for like if you have kids, like this is the way to
sure,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
No, that's
yes.
smart.
Absolutely.
Yes, it definitely has a place, but I thought it may have been a little overkill.
Yeah, you just have to worry about Zoe popping it open.
No.
I did get a nice little light that went in it.
Yep. Yeah. So that second function, Jose, when it like flashes, that's the motion sensor. So when I open it, it's like the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. The fucking light comes on. It's a real weed pervert thing.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. A+
Fucking
gift.
cool. That is an A+ gift. Hell yeah.
And you know, my mom has had gummies. She's had edibles. She didn't like them because they make her nervous. I know my dad smoked weed when he was younger. He had discussions with me when I was younger, like, hey, if you're gonna do drugs, like, don't take any pills, don't snort anything. Like, weed's fine, but
Yeah, that's good advice.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
great advice.
That's
But-
solid shit.
Why, when I am 43 years old, are we still dancing around this? I don't know.
Still their precious little angel.
No, I've never been their precious little angel. We'll talk about that when we get to our enemies
You
list.
just get it here, Kelly.
Tremendous. Love it.
I saw a story recently, and I've been bringing this story up a lot recently. Is that adult daily marijuana use has outpaced adult alcohol use for the first time in history,
Oh, that makes sense.
recorded history. You know.
Yeah, that makes
Sounds
sense.
about
Fucking hangovers are
In-
stupid.
The history of records.
And I say more people should do it, and it's coming. It's coming, boy.
Hope you're ready.
Well, maybe. We'll see what
Well-
happens in November.
Yeah, or, we might be living in bomb shelters in 2 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Who's to say?
Going away forever.
DeSantis is campaigning against the amendment that's going to be on the ballot in Florida because he doesn't like the smell. He walks into my garage and he goes, "Is that what? It smells like skunk in here."
Man, if I could get some legislation passed over the way of stuff I don't like smelling, woo boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bye-bye hippies.
Yeah.
Anime kids.
Oh,
Remember the
straight
smells
to
at
jail.
anime cons? Remember the
Oh my
anime
God.
kid who spit on the back of his fucking hand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Jail.
I encountered someone recently that left a smell in multiple rooms.
Ooh.
That is so intense. That is so
That's
intense.
downright
Like,
impressive. Like,
Yeah, like straight up pig pen energy.
yeah.
I feel so gross by like the middle of the day if I haven't taken you ever realize, oh fuck, I haven't taken a shower and it's like 9 p.m. You know what I mean? Like you feel gnarly.
Yeah.
And I'm you get paranoid about I don't want to fucking be smelly.
Well,
And some people just walk around smelly. And it is so
Yeah,
crazy. to me.
I can't imagine it.
I think it just goes back to some people just don't have shame anymore. Because
That is correct.
I, as a large man for most of my life, have been real sensitive about how I smell because I don't want to be the smelly fat guy. So I make sure I'm clean. I make sure I'm sprayed down, smelling sweetly and pleasant and not ruining anyone's day. And
I'm just a sweet boy over
Just a
here.
sweet
smelling
Yeah,
good.
brother, for what it's worth, you were always smelling fresh as hell.
Yeah, really.
I appreciate
Seriously.
it. I appreciate it. But once that nervous sweat hits, I can smell it. The pheromones start coming out.
Oh, that's why I get so horny.
Nye's over here getting nervous, and Kelly's like, "Oh,
Got the
Lord.
vapors all of a sudden." Now, Jackson been making noise about wanting to go to a comic convention, and I'm like, "Fuck."
Who knows?
Jack,
Maybe
you were born too late. The
May-
golden age of comics conventions was 12 years
Yeah,
ago.
it's done.
yeah, but
That's
like,
what I'm like, and then Nicole was like, "You took Zoe to go. It was fun when Zoe wanted to go."
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, but they've become so prolific that you don't have to go to one of the big commercial ones.
That's
Go to
very true.
go to just like a hotel convention center one that's like go to like a toy show. Something
I'm keeping
tiny.
an eye out for
Yeah.
something kind of like that because I don't
Yeah.
think I don't have one of the big ones in me. You know, like
No. Something that you can complete in like an afternoon.
Yeah.
for like a half a second, I was like, oh man, I could fucking plan the trip and we can go to C2E2 or something. That's always a good time. Then I'm like, oh, that sounds so fucking hard
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
loud and full of people and
Well,
smelly.
and just dealing with downtown Chicago is a nightmare.
all that. It's all the thing.
Yeah.
It's all the night.
Yeah. Well, and
It's
if
a
you
night-
take them to C2E2, you also have to put on a game show.
That's true. That's true. 'Tis tradition.
Oh my god, I just had an amazing thought. Things have changed so much at C2E2 and Read Pop. We should start applying for panels again and see if we can get in.
Yeah, no, probably
we could. Yeah.
they don't know who we are.
And
anymore.
then just like we could send them a couple videos and be like, "Hey, you guys like these videos?" Just worm our way back in because I don't think one motherfucker still works there. Oh no, one
That would
motherfucker
be-
does.
That'd be hilarious if we just like rebooted.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it a soft reboot? Oh
No, those days are gone.
yeah, I can't imagine. Can't imagine. Not in the slightest. I did explain to Zoe though that we used to we partied so hard at C2B2 that the attached hotel completely renovated their lobby as a result.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
they had to put
I sent that link.
they had to put nets in the lobby so people wouldn't throw cheese anymore.
What a time! What a time, y'all!
Yeah, for anyone listening at home, that box that Jose and his lady got me was Blue Bus brand, and the model is Discovery, and it is real nice.
Blue Bus Discovery.
Yeah. It's got a little, so in the tray that pulls out, it's got a little hole in that tray, and then inserts to where you can put pre-roll cones in there, and then just sweep the weed right into it. To
That's
fill
fucking cool.
to fill your cone. It's fucking great.
That's neat as hell.
I've been practicing.
That's the only way you get good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fucking 10,000 hours, man.
Filling
There you go.
bowls. Yeah,
Yeah, there you
exactly.
go.
Yeah, you know, the whole thing with my parents asking what that smell is just had me just thinking back, and I was like, man, you know, on one hand, it's tough to say, but on the other hand, man, fucking weed is like one of my favorite things of all time, and I've been a fan since day one.
I still think they took that fucking bong
Brother.
we made from under your sink.
Brother, I'm sure they did. So we had a Jack.
Fucking broke that shit.
It was a Jack Daniels bottle that we drilled a hole in, put a stem in it and a bowl, and it was a fucking bong. And it just disappeared from the house one day.
Gone.
Because probably it got left on the counter or something. And then one of my parents walked into the house unwelcome. And they're like, oh, what is this? Oh, is that a implement to smoke drugs?
Of destruction.
Chucks it over the fence.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lands in a cemetery
Like
of
the pile
turtles.
of turtles.
They're like,
the pile of
probably
turtles and Christmas
Jose.
trees.
Our sweet angel would never.
Yeah.
That Jose, such a bad influence.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you smoked pot before I did.
I did. It's true.
Which is wild.
It's wild.
Because I've been around it forever. I just never.
Yeah, and I was threatened with a drug test well before I ever smoked pot. I was just
gonna
depressed.
be like the day after I met you.
Yeah, nice twisted my arm.
They were
to
like,
smoke.
"Hey, get in here, buddy."
I did. Oh, Jose, I was telling Mary the story about Christopher Walken the other day.
Oh my God, he saved my life. If there's an anti this episode, the coin flip of this episode, Christopher Walken, top of the list.
You would fight someone for Christopher Walken. Have you guys know this story at all?
I don't think I do. No.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't think so.
All right. So
sorry,
we had another friend, and we went over to his house. His parents were out of town, and it was Saturday night. We were gonna fucking smoke some weed and
smoke a J at the pool,
eat some pizza, and just have a fucking boys' night. And we get there, and he already had this blunt rolled, and we smoke it.
Yeah. So number one, did not see it roll.
Yes.
So don't know exactly, what's in it.
Well,
so
and to be fair, we never knew exactly what was in anything back then, right?
To a degree, yeah.
Yeah, unless you're getting the brick, you don't really know what's in it. And we were just happy to smoke whatever we could back then. But Jose had some very adverse reactions to this little smoke sesh. And he got the way he gets when he gets
sweats.
Like motion sick.
Couldn't move.
I've seen it 100 times.
My heart was beating at like 1,000 fucking paces a minute.
He's just,
like what I would imagine cocaine would do to you, not knowing you just took cocaine.
Jesus.
He's got his head on like the patio table. He's not moving. He's not talking.
And they're like, come in. We all feel fine. It's all right. And I'm like, I can't move.
But
I don't talk.
Decades later, I've seen this same Jose before on multiple flights where he's got motion sickness and he's just having fits. But
it was fun.
It was weird. The pizza came and I tried to get him to eat a piece of pizza and he's holding it in his hand, and then it just drops out of his hand onto the floor at one point.
Aww.
But then it was the night of the Christopher Walken Saturday Night Live with the more cowbell skit. That famous Saturday Night Live. And it also had a skit where Tim Meadows...
like the Continental?
Oh, yes, the Continental, where it's all POV, and it's Christopher Walken's character where he's a sexual assaulter.
Pervert. Looking for champagne.
So all night, Jose was just out of commission. He was fucking dead to rights, couldn't talk, couldn't eat. But fucking the Continental comes on. He starts giggling.
Yeah.
He's not watching
it from inside.
Yeah. He's not watching it, but he's hearing it. And it brought him to it. He came to, and to this day, he said Christopher Walken saved his life.
Yep.
And he swore up and down that there was something in that blunt we smoked. But
that shit was laced.
I was perfectly fine, homie. I think you just had a bad night.
Possibly. Maybe I got seasick.
Yeah. Maybe you smoked too hard. Jose, you smoked too hard.
I smoke like I love.
Your swag too different. Christopher Walken gonna save you.
But I'll tell you what, he fucking did. And to this day, that man's a fucking saint.
I hope
anything Christopher Walken can't do.
I hope we come across him at some point before he leaves this earth, so you can tell him that story.
You saved my life, bro.
You're welcome. He'll say you're welcome. I hid this uncomfortable piece of metal up my ass for you, Jose.
Yeah. Thank you, Christopher Walken. Thank you.
So what else you got going on, Jose?
During 4th of July weekend, we took the lady's grandma to see the lady's sister and their family up in Wisconsin, living that fucking Wisconsin life.
Cheese life.
Mm-hmm.
Were you the ones blowing off all them fireworks? Jesus.
We did blow off fireworks.
God damn it.
We did. Yeah, but they're out in the boondies, so
You kept my cat awake.
we're way far from your cat.
Don't you tell me where you are near my cat.
Did you hear the gunshots?
Of course. It's Milwaukee.
That's where you were.
Did you
That
hear the
makes
shotgun?
sense. That's some real rural Wisconsin shit, Jose.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah, it was pretty fun though. It was pretty cool. Shot like a marksman.
I thought he said shot, and I thought he was doing a shout out. I thought he was gonna shout out guns.
Oh, shout out!
Shout out
Shout out
guns.
to guns. You all right? Gun safety. Yeah, he's an ex-Marine, so we went over the gun safety first. You know, did a little class, talked about, you know, always check the gun when somebody hands it to you. Always check the gun before you hand it to somebody. All the goods. We did the things.
Shout out to gun safety. There you go.
Yeah,
Jose,
definitely shout out to gun safety because there's no takebacks once you pull that trigger.
Jose, were you on the show when we watched that video of those dudes testing out the shotgun? To see if Kurt Cobain killed himself?
I don't think so.
No, that was a Lee Mahoney joint.
Okay.
I was not. I remember listening to that episode later. 'Cause I remember you talking about that.
So
bit.
it's a video I came across of two dudes, like, they look like they're in the back stock house of like a Home Depot or of a lumber yard, and they've got the same kind of shotgun that Kurt Cobain allegedly used to kill himself, and both of them just test out how he could have done it, and they both wrap their lips around the fucking barrel of this gun before saying,
Jesus.
"Oh, first and foremost, gun safety." Just so you know, this thing isn't loaded. Be safe
I
with
think
guns,
I-
It had
everybody.
been in both of their mouths twice.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, also, by the way.
I think I would remember that.
First things first, gun safety.
Yeah, I would remember that. That is pretty funny. But yes, gun safety because that shit's fucking for real. Shot a shotgun. That was pretty cool. Sucker got some kick.
How'd it taste?
Oh, fucking like salt and pepper. Heavy on that pepper. It was cool. Grandma had fun, had blast, played some games, played some a lot of rummy. Grandma likes rummy, so we played rummy. Grandma likes Mexican dominoes, so we played Mexican dominoes. That was cool.
Oh shit.
Got real bilingual with it. Played some Chinese marbles.
Playing
Or
all kinds
Chinese
of ethnic
checkers.
games.
Is it Chinese checkers? That's the marbles.
With like the tin roof. And
Well,
yeah.
she had a nice wood one, but yes, the tin is what we played with back when we were a kid.
Yeah, Chinese checkers. Yeah. Which
That game
may be
rules.
problematic. I'm not sure. Because it always sounded kind of fucked up even when I was a kid.
You ever play Polak Monopoly?
We played Mario Life, which was pretty cool, and that was almost. It's almost like a different game. They should have just called it something different and made its own game.
Yeah, we have that one and haven't played it yet because we played Life and then we're like, oh, but fucking Jack's like this Mario one. And yeah, they tend to change
Give
it
it a
up a little
shot.
bit.
It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool.
With
else did we do?
4th of July just happening, me and Mary were talking about, you know, fireworks and sparklers and stuff, and we reminisced about that one friend con where your lady was just a free spirit with a sparkler in each hand, just doing spins and dances.
Yeah.
Yep, that checks out.
Good time.
What a good time. What a good time. Got going on, Kelly?
Not much. Let's see. I finally watched that Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire movie because it showed
Okay.
up on Max. What a pile of shit that movie is.
Well.
It's just
I-
fucking bad.
Well,
I haven't seen any of them since Godzilla, I think. I haven't seen any other ones.
That
No
one's
shit.
bad. King of the Monsters, not
pretty-
bad. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
fun. Have you seen Skull Island?
Oh,
I have not seen Skull Island. No.
You got to see Skull
Really?
Island. Skull
Lee.
Island fucking rocks.
Lee, you would
Okay.
fucking love Skull Island.
All right. I'm into that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Godzilla was boring as shit.
Of all the MonsterVerse movies, Skull Island is like far and away the best one, I think.
Yeah, I
Agreed.
can agree with that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Because it's like actually a good movie.
Right.
It isn't just like, oh, there's some cool scenes and stuff, but you know, whenever the people are on screen, it sucks. It's like, no, it's actually pretty good all the
Mhm.
way through.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice when they can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, anytime the people are on screen, I don't give a fuck. The dude that played Paperboy in Atlanta is one of the main characters, and I'd fucking hate his character so much.
My.
Dude sucks. What else? We got the whole bunch of monkeys. So many monkeys.
Yeah, 'cause don't they like go into the earth and there's monkeys?
Yeah, so the most of the movie takes place inside the Hollow Earth. And then they go
Oh my God.
deeper
Okay.
into the uncharted areas of the Hollow Earth. And they just find like a civilization of monkeys. And
As
guess what?
opposed to all the charted areas of the Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And guess what? Most of the monkeys in there are bad guys. They're led by the Scar King, who's just a big, like, emaciated looking
Is that
orangutan.
what you named your cat after?
No, we named him after the son of Hulk.
Yeah, the evil monkey.
No,
I always assumed it was Mufasa's brother.
so that's what it started out as, and then we were like, I don't know, he's got, because it was also because like they started calling him that. We didn't name him that he came to us named like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, I don't know, calling him Scar kind of seems fucked up on account of him missing an ear. And like that's where the name came from. And it's like, it's not a scar, it's a birth defect. So then we're like, well, he knows this name. We can't change the name. So we just changed the spelling from SCAR to SKAAR.
AAR, yeah.
All right. I like it. There
Yeah.
you go. He can't
Yeah.
read. It's fine.
Exactly.
What I'm
He doesn't
hearing
know how to
though
spell.
is you don't know if he was named after Scar, the evil monkey from this movie.
He was not. He's
So,
from before.
You don't know.
Yes, I do.
Maybe they read a draft of the script.
I don't think they did.
The fucking screenwriter
say.
of Godzilla times Kong, the New Kingdom, was
Yeah.
adopting a cat at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god, this cat doesn't have 2 ears. Ugh. And then he went to Kelly.
Yep.
It is an awful lot of words for a
Yeah.
movie name.
just-
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's not remembered, and it's not Godzilla versus Kong. It's Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah, they're doing a.
But they multiply because they fucked.
No, I thought it was more like they're doing a collab.
Yeah, it's like a collab movie.
Yeah, collab of the dick to their ass.
Yeah, Godzilla's only in the movie for like 10 minutes. That sucks ass.
It's like Jay-Z, Linkin Park.
Yeah.
What a day
Kong,
that was.
Kong gets a little guy to hang out with.
Oh.
They were
Like,
definitely
Oh, Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle.
they were
Yes.
definitely trying to make a monkey Baby Yoda, and it was not working.
Oh, that's fucked
They-
up. That's so
They
sad.
did very successfully make a Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle monkey, though.
And doesn't another monkey throw that monkey at another monkey?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah,
But I
That's
saw that
cool.
on Twitter. I don't have to waste 3 hours of my day.
yeah. Luckily, it's just shy of 2 hours, so it's not horribly long. But I did watch it in 2 chunks because at one point I was like, I should go do the dishes.
Oh, that's not good when you're
Because
watching
that's
the
how-
movie and you're like, maybe the dishes need done.
Yeah, that's how engaged I was with this movie.
Yeah, not a
Ouch.
great sign when you're like, I think I need to go do some chores.
Yeah. Yeah, so would not recommend. It's pretty dumb. The only thing that's like any good is the designs for Shimo, like the ice monster and Pink Godzilla. Other than that, not great.
I did get the Godzilla skin in Call of Duty though,
Okay.
and it's got a finish. When you finish somebody, you fucking breath them. What is it, gamma ray? Whatever the fuck you.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's kind of fun.
And then like the napalm grenade, when you throw it, it explodes in a huge purple like combustion, and the body explodes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. They do pretty good on some of like the skin concepts.
Did you get any of the Gundam ones?
Almost. Like I
Okay.
don't have like Gundams are cool as shit, but I don't have like a connection. I've never seen
Yeah.
a Gundam movie. I did a model set once, so if anything, I think I would get the red guy with like the dome head.
Okay, yeah.
I've debated.
You don't have any Dr. Disrespect skins, do you?
I do not. Yeah, that keeps getting worse and worse.
Did you see the
you-
video of him discovering that he was canceled
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
on
Oh yeah.
stream
That was
while he was
fucking
playing
wild.
Elden Ring?
Oh my god!
The
It went-
music.
he found out live.
Oh,
the
Jose, you got to see
Wait,
this.
what?
The Elden Ring movie or music is so perfect.
Oh wow!
It's one of the greatest
you
things
heard-
I've ever seen.
So if you haven't heard what went down with him, and I'm no expert, so if I misspeak, somebody correct me. But he was using Twitch to send DMs to a minor, and inappropriate DMs, and not like I didn't know how old they were, like messages that were like, I shouldn't be talking to you like this, you're a minor. Like,
Yeah.
fully knew what he was doing.
And then the
because-
funny thing about that is I think it came out recently the person he was talking to wasn't actually a minor. They were just some weirdo pretending they were a minor.
Even fucking better. Even better to get canceled pretending to talk to a minor, you know? But because he was using Twitch, like, they can read all his messages, and I don't know if they have some kind of flagging system or what, but like Twitch was like, hey, saw what you've been chatting using our DM system, and like, you're done. Like, our contract with you is over. Like, you're banned. Like, this is done.
And who is
And
this?
he got that email.
Dr.
It's a streamer.
Disrespect.
Dr.
He's the
Disrespect.
guy who.
Okay.
He's got the fucked up shades and the mustache and the mullet, and he always wears like a tactical vest. And he's a gamer, Call of Duty streamer guy.
Yeah.
Well,
But
Huge deal.
He got the email live on stream that he was banned from Twitch.
No. Okay, so these are two separate instances. So he got banned from Twitch in 2020.
Yeah. The Twitch ban was old, but he couldn't talk about why.
And
Yeah.
Because I guess there was still shit going on in court or whatever. There was a legal gag on talking about why from both sides.
Wow.
Like, nobody.
we know
could
why
talk-
he didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, he didn't want to talk about it, and Twitch was not legally allowed to talk about it.
Well, apparently either an NDA ran out or whatever, because a former Twitch
Yeah.
employee 4 years later is like, he actually got banned for talking inappropriately to a minor. So he was already banned from Twitch. So now he's just doing like spin. But then once
YouTube channel too.
once the evidence came out, even like his company, his studio, that's what the video is him finding out he's getting dropped by his team, essentially.
Oh,
Yeah.
How we, you know how we run things.
Wow.
Here.
So this is him looking at his phone.
I hate this guy immediately.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's losing it.
Huh.
Sniff.
And the music just hitting them.
And then he's like, I think I'm going to take a break, guys.
So perfect.
He's like, I'm just gonna ride this horse until I go off the cliff.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fucking fine.
Yeah. Menu.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to get a job now. Shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, in that video didn't
and he's
show it.
married too.
But he basically said he's tired. He might be going away for a while, and then just abruptly ends the stream.
Yeah.
Well, he had gotten busted cheating on his wife a while back too.
I don't think this guy's a good person.
No.
No, it's not
Doesn't
looking
seem
like
like
it.
I think he might be called Dr. Disrespect for a reason.
Dr. Disrespect his wife.
Yeah.
Call it it's hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, I mean, because you think it's a character, you know, because it's a wig, it's glasses, it's, you know, a shtick. He's definitely got a shtick going. But
you guys want to see the best part about this whole Dr. Disrespect talking inappropriately to minors thing?
I think I know exactly where you're going with it. There it is.
His fucking Subway sandwich.
he's got a Subway ad?
Yeah.
Is that
He was
real?
the Subway spokesperson, yeah.
Oh my God, Subway.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god.
The Subway sandwich chain has officially ended its sponsorship deal with controversial streamer Dr. Disrespect.
Can you fucking imagine being the PR guy at Subway?
Not
when
again.
this
Not
hits?
again.
You're like, are
Not
you
again.
What?
There's no way that anyone that was involved with Jared is still working at Subway, but
No,
they-
definitely not. But like, fucking.
No, but I bet all the procedures and policies still mentioned pretty heavily.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That is fucking poetic almost.
That's like. That's like some shit that can't be true.
right?
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it's so crazy that
Yeah, I
there's no
saw
way-
that and thought it was a joke at first.
Yeah, there's no way that they got another fucking creep by happenstance.
Don't you fucking love when you find out about a person when they're like on the fucking downfall? You just have to get the cliff notes while you watch them just crumble.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. Damn. So what you got going on, Mahoney? How's life?
Well, life is fine.
How's that catio treating you? You tried
How
that
is the catio
Catio's-
going? How's the catio
The
doing?
catio's fucking wonderful. The cats love the catio.
Yeah,
I
that
have
thing looks
this-
fucking nuts.
I have this mental
It's
image
amazing.
of a fully nude Mahoney waking up in the catio and not knowing how he got there.
or how the fuck he's getting out of it.
Better climb back through the window.
Yeah, and then
So
Paulie's
we-
wearing his clothes.
Yeah. That's fine. Go to work, Polly. Pay the mortgage. We were nervous that like they wouldn't like it. It would be like, you know, whatever, but they love it. And so the other day I was like, what if I wanted a slightly bigger catio? Like now that we've proven
Ooh.
out that this is a hit, what if I
Oh
wanted
my
a slightly bigger one? And none of the bigger ones, like they were either like way too big to the extent that they basically were chicken coops, like they had like full on screen doors that you would walk into, or they didn't work. And so I'm sitting there and I'm looking and I'm like, I don't like any of these. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I just stop worrying about it. And then I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, there's like 9 pieces of wood. Like I can build whatever size catio I want.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like I don't need to buy one that has pre-drilled screw holes. I can handle whatever size we want. So maybe
What if-
next year, who knows? Maybe we'll have catio 2.0.
What if you
Then
build
I gotta
them?
store it somewhere in like the winter, you know?
Mm.
So
What if you
Yeah,
build
that's
them
an issue.
from the catio to like underneath your deck, like a little tunnel, and then they can have the whole under deck part to just run around in.
Oh, that would be very cool. They would love that. Yesterday, the bunny
Underdeck
was
Dan.
chilling. The bunny was chilling because that's where the bunnies live, is under the deck.
Okay, don't do that then.
And the bunny was chilling, eating some leaves, and Phoebe was out there just staring at it like, what the fuck is that thing? Why is it so close to me?
And I have it.
Exactly. She's like, bring that in here and let me eat that. So yeah, the catio is wonderful. Highly recommended.
Dad, you know how you cook that chicken for Paulie? Could I have that?
This week I made him salmon. He's loving it. Even a bigger hit than the chicken.
I bet.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
check this out though.
You're
Today-
a man with many levels. You know that?
Today, Mary
sure
took a chicken breast, sliced it really
Yeah.
thin, put it in the air fryer on low for an hour or so, and basically made chicken jerky for the dog. Not because we're some weirdo hippie crunchy dog owners, just to save money because cutting up a chicken breast is cheaper than most fucking pet snacks.
Yeah, that makes
You know
sense,
what?
actually.
Honestly, it is, like, money-wise, it's really not that different from
Yeah.
just buying
Yeah.
extra cans of cat food or little packets of cat food.
And who doesn't fucking like chicken, man?
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
it's not really about that. Although, so here's a very not interesting fact that I have learned. So you would think, so you think about cat food or whatever, right? It's usually chicken, turkey, beef,
Fish.
fish, like whatever.
White
right?
fish.
Oh,
White
whitefish
fish.
is good.
So you would think like, oh, like, that's like their protein source, like blah 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 blah. So like you just gotta like make sure they're getting protein. No. Most of the important parts of cat food is all the vitamins and minerals that are in it. So when you go out online and you're like, what kind of food is okay to feed to my cat? They're like, don't fuck around trying to feed your cat real food, because if you stop feeding your cat food, they're not going to get all these supplements that are put into the cat food. And if you don't make up for the supplements, like, they're not going to have whatever stuff they need. So it's like the fact that it's beef, chicken, fish, whatever, is all basically just a masking agent to feed them whatever chemical paste of like vitamin B, vitamin D, taurine, whatever else they need. So he can't only have salmon; he has to have cat food and salmon.
Have you
What a life.
Are you familiar with the they haven't, I don't know if it's even still a thing. I'm sure it still is, but there was a time where white women were talking about their vegan cats, and it was super fucked up because cats aren't supposed to be
I
vegans.
remember that.
Yeah, and they were like
I remember
dying.
that. Yeah.
Look how
I think
healthy
that's
he is.
probably-
Just a sack of bones.
probably-
and meat.
Exactly this type of thing where it's like, no, you've taken away all of the vitamins that they need
Yeah.
to survive.
Oh, fucking hilarious.
So yeah. Other than that, just playing Fortnite with Will nonstop all the time.
Oh man, it has
Today-
gotten a lot more ruthless out there. I haven't gotten a
It
win
has
in a
gotten
couple
lot more
days.
ruthless.
I assume it's because people coming back for Magneto or just coming back to, get all the battle pass shit. But it has been rough out there.
The Magneto powers are so amazing. So our last game we played tonight, I had 2 eliminations. I got knocked 2 times, had to be rescued. He had 7 eliminations and came in second because I was dead. It was him and one other guy, and as he rocketed in to rocket fist him, the guy got off a lucky shotgun shot and ended him. And he came in second. I was like, dude, you almost had an 8 elimination win. Like, 2 people rolled in with the medallion and killed me, and I was like, watch out. And they're building these towers all around him, and I'm like, you're fighting both of the medallion holders right now, like, watch out. And he just wiped them both out and then came over and revived me. Like,
That's
man,
pretty cool.
this is amazing.
You got a little prodigy on your hands.
This is the
Right?
dream, right? You got
When he plays, he never stops talking. So I'm like, I'm going to stick a microphone in front of you and put you on YouTube, and you're going to pay for my house.
Let's go.
Fucking earn your keep, child.
We're gonna have to go do a meet and greet with Will at Toy Fair.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You're coming to VidCon.
PAX.
Yeah.
Fucking, let's go full circle. Oh shit!
It's so fun. Now
Oh.
remember next
Remember
season,
that guy?
Next Fortnite
Yeah,
season is
just made the list.
Next Fortnite season is the Marvel season, take 2. So get excited.
When's the season end? Did I miss it?
August something.
August 15th or something.
That's when the
It's like
season
mid-August.
ends.
Yeah, so the Marvel
Okay.
one will start in August.
Okay, so I gotta get some.
Yeah, you're gonna want Magneto. Magneto's pretty cool. You're gonna want him. The rest of the skins in this battle pass are fine. There's a couple good ones, but they're fine. But you'll want Magneto.
Peabody, he's
And
adorable.
We're gonna have to
yeah,
do a night.
Magneto and Peabody are the 2 to get. And Magneto you can get like in one, maybe a couple matches. The hardest thing to do is his glider. You have to use his powers to block shots.
Oh yeah.
And that's wicked fucking
Yeah,
annoying.
you have to
So,
block 200 shots with Magneto's, magnet block. So I just starting fights with NPCs. They've got like the gangs
there you
of 4
go.
of them. So I
Yeah, because they got like that magnetic aim. They're gonna come at you.
yeah. So I'm just like, shoot me, motherfuckers.
Do it, fucking do it, Predator.
Where the hell are you?
All right, so we lay low next week and fucking shoot people.
Shoot me.
yes, do it. Anytime. But yeah, it's been a fun season. If you haven't played this season with the fists and the cars and everything, you should definitely get out there because it is not like Fortnite that you're used to. It is very
Fist
fun.
of the North car.
That's why all
It's
the
straight
pros hate this season because it's not like normal Fortnite. It's not the same shit they've been doing for 5 years, and they're throwing a fit about it.
Yeah, but if you're good enough, it doesn't matter.
Hey, like life,
You would
adapt or
think.
die.
Yeah.
You would think.
Because there's definitely ways to take care of the cars, and people are always shooting me with goddamn boom bolts, and that takes your car's health down like by half every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, like, learn how to jump over a car.
Yeah. I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show, but one of my favorite moves is, so I get the truck, or like the Range Rover, the 4-seater.
Yes.
I get a spiked bumper. I get bulletproof tires, and I get a grenade launcher, and then I got chunkiest in the passenger seat.
Best.
Yeah, that is the best loadout for a vehicle besides like the boss cars. And then what these fuckers try to do, if things are getting a little too hot, is they'll jump in the back seat, and then I'll just drive towards the storm and back the whole fucking car into the storm just so that the back seat is in the storm.
Love it.
So they just sit there and they're just frying, and eventually they
Can they
jump
not
out and I
shoot you
speed
anymore?
away.
From in the car?
They can't shoot you in the car if they're in the car with you.
But
They
they
can sometimes pickaxe you in the car, but I haven't figured out how to do that.
Oh, that's what happened. One time somebody jumped in the car with me, and then I just fucking died. So maybe
Yeah.
they
I was gonna say,
pickaxed me.
I thought you could just shoot a motherfucker.
You used to be able to. You can't anymore.
No, you got to lean out of the window. But then if they lean out of the window, I got chunkiest with the grenade launcher pointed right at their face.
Well
Yeah,
played.
the Magneto powers are wicked fun. The rocket fists are so fun. The cars, the spiked bumper, Jose. You don't know joy until you hit somebody at 200 miles an hour with a spiked bumper, and they just turn into mist.
Yeah.
They
So
just turn into paint.
they got this nitro splash, which is like the Witness Me spray from Fury Road. And it kind of gives you super speed. Like when you
Ooh.
bump into things, it explodes them. And I think it gives you some sort of invincibility.
So
but
just straight
You don't
witness me
take fall
powers.
damage.
So many
You don't take
times.
fall damage anymore. And you can just run right across water.
So many times I'll be driving right towards somebody with the spike bumper. I'll see him do the witness me, and then I'll just drive right through them and just see their shit just splatter.
Yep.
Nice.
It's like they're committing suicide.
What were you supposed to do? Not run them over? Come on.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
All right, I'm down. I'm in.
All right, we ready?
I think we
go.
might be ready.
Let's do it.
All right, so what we've all been waiting for. Fucking
How many times are we gonna do this song?
apparently,
At least 6, right?
yeah, right. Isn't that how it works? At least 6 times.
Who's got gang members to unite?
Hopefully, we'll unite some gang members tonight.
You know, I think we might unite at least a couple people if I had to guess.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, based on where it's going.
This
So let's
seems
lead
like
us
a
off
negative.
nice.
It seems like a negative topic, but we're hoping to unite some people tonight. Bring some
Exactly. We're
positive
hoping
vibes.
to come to some peace.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Not
Yeah.
me. I got no peace on my agenda.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about possible enemies for Mahoney, and he's like, no. I don't want to give them the satisfaction. My response was, well, I'm definitely giving any of the people on my list the satisfaction. I'm going to fucking call their asses out. First off, shout out, honorable mention to those 3 dudes that changed their Facebook profile picture to Howard the Duck the weekend the Guardians of the Galaxy came out.
Wow, you're going
Oh.
hard. Going back to the well. All
You
right.
know,
It's about to go nuclear. Holy shit.
But like, so shout out, because one of them I've seen his dick because he sent the picture to a married woman. One of them is like a weird Russian Orthodox Jew now, so that's wild. And the third one, fucking dead. So there you go.
Holy shit. Huh?
You know?
You know, the only one I can't figure out who it is the middle one.
I know what you're talking about.
The which one? The first one or the second one?
The
second
middle one. The
Middle one.
Orthodox Jew.
Shout out Anus Mike.
Oh,
Oh. I forgot about that kid. Okay.
He's
it's
a
like-
crazy Orthodox
I
Jew
forgot
now?
about the kid Until this week when I went through and removed like 85% of my Twitter followers. I was like, not only do I not want to follow people, I don't want you people following me.
Yeah.
I removed them all.
You know, I couldn't have an enemies list without hitting up 2 of my biggest ops of all time, and that is my parents. Because, goddamn, like,
Fucking open and cut throat.
like, what were you thinking? Just in general. Like, why couldn't you have just fucking blown your load into the toilet or the toaster or something? You 2 wanted to have children together? 1 kid? And then I have to deal with that? That's not fair. That's not fair. And, you know, sometimes I'm sure blaming your parents can seem like an excuse sometimes. But then you start to think about it and you're like, oh, yeah, that was their job to raise me to be like a human person.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
thank God I got out alive, right?
Yeah. Has a pretty similar. Hell, my daughter is going into her senior year of high school coming
Holy
up,
shit.
which is
oh God,
insane.
I'm dying.
I'm telling you. Telling you.
Turning
You're
to
old as
dust.
fuck, Kelly.
Oh God.
Yeah. And my wife and I were talking the other day, and it's like, think about all the shit. Like, by the time I was her age, and by the time my wife was her age for sure, like, think about all the baggage you had by the time you were 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This kid got no baggage. We have unfucked this kid.
Hey, you know what's cool, Lee? About her getting to this age?
Yeah, what's that?
Drake's not interested anymore.
But Dr. Disrespect just did kick the podcast door down to ask you how you unfucked the kid. So
You know,
Like,
of the 2, I would definitely say my dad's the bigger op. We have definitely gone head to head more than a few times. But, you know, a little shout out to my mom for, you know, we were kind of on the same side a lot of times versus my dad. But then, still she'd stitch my ass out to that motherfucker. So
I thought you had my back.
yeah.
I was always cool with your dad. I thought he was cool as shit, and then I found out he hated my guts, and I was like, oh, okay.
Never gave a reason. Never fucking, it's just his way, right? And
We all know why.
I think I've told you, but when I think back, my dad's never really liked any of my friends. And I think it's because he's jealous that someone else is getting my attention.
That's very
That I'm
unhealthy.
spending time with someone else.
That's fucked up, but you're probably right.
Yeah. I mean, be a better person. Maybe I'd want to hang out with you more. How about that? But we're great. We're great. We're doing good. We're great. We're fantastic. Just a great loving family these days, right? We live an hour and a half away. It's perfect. All right.
You know what? That is perfect. My dad was over
We
here
live
the
in a
other day
society.
My dad was over the other day for 4th of July. We're talking. He's trying to get a new place. They're gonna sell the place they're in now, and he wants like a spot. And I'm like, how's the hunt going? And it's like, well, I want to talk about that. I found a place, and and he named some fucking town, and I'm like, where the hell is that? And he's like, I didn't know either. And I'm like, I thought you knew every fucking podunk town around here, but it's got like basically it's a 10-acre plot of land, and the driveway to the house is 5 acres long. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And he's like, well, it's like, an hour and a half away. And I'm like, you know what, man? Good. Go for it. We'll fucking see each other when we need to see each other, and you'll be happy, and everything's going to be cool. He's like, yeah, I think it'll be cool, too.
Yeah, like once a month, you go over there.
Exactly.
Next month, he comes over there. Not bad.
Exactly.
But don't ask him
that's the way
to
to go.
babysit your pets or anything like that, because Jesus Christ. All right, moving on. Jose, you're with me on this one. And I just want to, first things first, gun safety, guys. But I want to preface all this by saying any similarity to people's living or dead is purely coincidental. This podcast is just for entertainment purposes only. It's all
That's right.
It's all fake, not real at all. Jackie Williams, read PoP. Come to the principal's office because you fucking suck.
And bring your bananas with
We
you.
have never told the full story about our falling out with Reed Pop. And I only got 23 minutes of diss track, so I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible. Because we were fucking good. We were a well-oiled machine. It was a great experience. We were
Gave
getting
them what they asked for.
it was an amazing time in our lives. And then something switched.
No, I'll tell you
2015.
exactly what switched.
Okay.
It's when fucking everyone started the shift. Once everyone moved,
Once people started to get promoted, and then other
Yeah.
people started to get promoted, there were
and she was trying to
grabbing
drop
for power.
whose balls were bigger,
Mhm.
and we were still way cooler with Brian than we were with her, and he was still feeding us work. We were doing the international stuff.
Well, yeah. It
And-
almost seemed like they gave us the India shows as a punishment.
She wanted to make her fucking sling her dang.
Yeah, essentially we got replaced by a video team where she wanted to bang one of the guys, allegedly. And,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
and neither of us were into doing that, right, Jose?
Neither of us.
And it was before New York Comic Con 2015. We felt it coming. We were getting sandbagged.
Yeah.
We tried to kind of like strategize some videos, and she took it as we were trying to get out of our contract and try to weasel out of our.
Yeah, we had a meeting where she huffed and puffed and was like, I'm going to go get it.
She stormed out of a fucking conference call, and then like we knew we were done for. And there was some bullshit story about how we were making her team uncomfortable at that New York Comic Con, and we were dead in the water.
Fucking.
didn't you
he
make them
stayed up-
uncomfortable by just being there?
Well,
Basically,
there's a story about the social media manager at the time we were talking about Supergirl. We were talking about they were doing a Supergirl panel, but Melissa Benoist wasn't gonna be there, and I was kind of like, well, that's kind of lame. Like, she should be here. And this social media manager says, hey, you guys seen the Fappening? She's in that, right? Did you know that? I'm like, huh? That's weird. Also weird to bring up in a work setting, right?
A little bit.
So later on that night, in our hotel room, it was like, oh, let's pull this up. Let's see what's up. And it was pretty damn cool. And the next day, I made some comment like, hey, good fucking heads up on that Fappening thing. That was pretty cool. That was some real good technique there. And then years later, we're working for another company, and someone who was in that room, in that hotel room, tells that story, not realizing he was telling the story about us. He thought it was just he remembered it as some separate story, and he fucking recounted the story to me as if I wasn't there. So we had a fucking...
I did not know.
We had a fucking mole. Oh, he's your favorite guy too, Lee. What did we call him at Toy Fair?
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Clark.
Yeah, fucking Photo Clark.
Ugh.
So yeah,
that guy fucking sucks.
We got railroaded. We basically got Me Too'd from Repop.
Well, yeah, like,
and don't forget when they were like, y'all drink too much water.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that same New York
sorry.
Comic-Con, they complained that we were drinking too much of the staff water, which we were told we were part of the team.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these people just sit in the fucking office all day. They're not traipsing around the Javits Center all day, every day. They don't really need as much hydration as we do. You ever seen Jose when he takes the Steadicam off? That man needs to hydrate.
God, yeah.
You ever seen me stand around for 10 minutes? I need to hydrate.
Yeah, and then they fucking Nice stays up all night editing. I go down there.
Oh, this was in Vienna.
No.
This is
I'm
different?
talking at New York Comic Con.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
When we knew shit was going south, and we all kind of joked, this is the last fucking time we'll ever shoot a convention.
Yeah.
So I'm down there, like, no mention of anything. See her, everything. Like, we're there.
We had sent them a video and hadn't heard anything about it.
She never watched it. So the video's sitting in their inbox.
This is the Sunday night, last day of New York Comic Con. We send them our last video. We don't hear anything about it.
This and that. Then they email
the next day.
Like when we're getting ready, we're eating breakfast about to head to the fucking airport, and they're like demanding all these edits and fucking changes and this and that. And they're like, you're not fucking holding up to your end of the bargain. And fucking, so we emailed them back, lit them up, and was like, but respectfully, like it was a respectful light up. It was like, you guys had the video on Sunday. Oh no, the email Monday. Okay, let me take it back. The email Monday was, where is the video and why is it not posted? When the order goes, the video's edited, the video's sent to them, they kick back, cool, or make changes, then they get the final cut, and they post it. We don't post it. That's not how things work. So we write them back like, yo, you guys never held through with your end of the bargain. Like, it's you're emailing us Monday. We're on our way to the airport. Where's the video? You never gave notes or even said it's fucking good. Like, how are you roasting our shit and you didn't do your job?
Respectfully. He wrote this email in a Five Guys after we got in Orlando from the airport at like 9:00 at night.
Yeah. Oh, I was fuming. It was also was bullshit. Was fucking. So I'm editing the final video. Meanwhile, the ladies got a fucking surprise birthday party that I'm 4 hours late to because I'm trying to do this goddamn video that we get fired about.
Yeah. Wasn't even worth it. I missed Jason Lisa's funeral to work on a video for them fucking people.
No.
Yeah, they're
Well-
they sandbagged us pretty good. They knew exactly what they were fucking doing.
Yeah.
And they railroaded. Oh, so this whole time leading up, which the meeting she stormed off on is, I guess they were bitching we're not quick enough on the turnaround time. But they just start bitching about all kinds of things out of nowhere. Like, where is this talk? Like, where is this coming from? Because not once have you guys ever bitched about these things. And now all of a sudden there's like a laundry list of things we've done wrong. And fucking... God damn it, I'm so angry. I lost what the fuck I was going to say.
Nah, it's some bullshit. You got fucking hosed.
And
big time hosed.
the cherry on the top.
Yes.
Yes.
No, okay. I'm sorry. So they told us that we were going to have an editor on site.
Oh yeah.
At this New York Comic Con, and he was going to help us with the edits. So we meet him. We're fucking we're cool. He likes us. We like him. Like, we chit chatted. We said how we run our things, what we do. He said he's here to edit and this and that, and that he was supposed to go out and get footage. That's what he said. So the next thing you know, we get a fucking text like at noon from Lacey that's like, where's the footage you're supposed to give this guy? And we're like, what? Like, what are you even talking about? What do you mean footage to give to it? Give to who? She's like, the editor. You guys were supposed to give him footage. He was supposed to get video from.
Never brought up to us.
This is the fucking first time you've ever brought that up. And we even went back to him and we're like, yo, what the fuck did they tell you? Because here's what they told us. Nothing. They said you were here for this. So like, they're already trying to sabotage relationships. So I think to have this guy be like, well, yeah, they didn't help me not one bit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, that's fucking
the cherry on
bullshit.
top was months later. We get an email from a former Reed Pop person who says, hey, I just heard you're no longer working with Reed Pop. Would you like to join us at this new company and do some of these other new conventions? And we're like, hell yeah, that sounds awesome. Also, that's news to us that we're not with Reed Pop anymore.
Yeah, thanks for telling us we lost our jobs, because the way we left it was after New York Comic Con, we had a meeting. They said that they were going to see about going in a different direction. They were going to have this company shoot one show, and we'll reconvene for a meeting in October before New York Comic Con to see what's going on, because they shut C2E2. And fucking never heard a goddamn thing ever again from anybody from Reed.
But
That's crazy.
It's fine because
what a wild way to end that.
That entire Reed Pop company is unrecognizable now. We shot the president's wedding.
Not a word.
Because
Crazy.
we're friends, right? We're at his wedding. We're shooting video of his wedding because we're all friends. But then we just get tossed aside and never heard from anyone except from our homie Mike Negan.
Yeah, no, Negan is a fucking gem.
Yep.
And, fucking fucked
Real
up.
mensch.
You were starting to.
We can't speak for who's there now because we don't even fucking know.
Well, it's
who's
a
there
completely
now.
different team except for
But
that one
so
chick.
this goes for, we're talking past crew.
Everybody's
The new
moved on to
crew,
their own
we don't
things,
know.
Everybody's just climbing the ladder, and who gives a shit who gets tossed aside, right? The story you were telling about editing all night, I thought you were talking about when we were in Vienna, and they thought they were getting 6 videos a day instead of what we told them, which was
Never told us
6 daily videos, which meant 2 videos a day.
That's insane.
Well, how could they possibly expect? Okay,
They thought for
No.
$1,500 that they were getting 18 videos on site.
no.
So
yeah. Like going to India was fucking cool. Traveling to China was fucking cool. Going to Vietnam, the experience was awesome. But we were getting paid $1,500 to do all of that.
Yeah,
That's insane.
for both of us, $1,500.
Yeah, not each. Not that's
What?
to split.
Yeah, $1,500 net.
Holy shit.
But it was an
And then-
experience, right?
Absolutely.
So
Sure.
we did it for the experience, but also thinking like, well, the payday's going to come, right?
Right.
We got Clay Thompson. That's what happened.
we're grinding, expecting us to finally get rewarded for all of our hard work, and it didn't happen. But
it never
so
came.
that last day of Vienna, the main lady that we're working with, she was great, but her bosses thought they were getting 16 videos for some reason. So she really wanted a video. She was almost in tears. So I stayed up that night editing while the whole team went out to the Christmas village. The Vienna
it's
Christmas
no fault
village.
of the Vienna team. This was information railroaded us from the Reed Pop America team.
So I'm editing. I tell Jose, go hang out at the Christmas village. Go meet up with Leo. Go have a good time. Jose shows up, and they're all shocked that he's there.
Yeah, their fucking eyes are like, oh.
Like the plan was to get rid of us again.
And I fucking laid the story into Leo of what happened. He's like, I'll kill that bitch. Maybe not them words, but Leo was down. He had her back.
But yeah,
Leo's good people.
shout out Jackie. I hope
Yeah,
I hope you
bananas.
found happiness, girl. Hope you found somebody that'll knock the bottom out.
Shout out to Leo.
Yeah, shout out Leo. All right,
No,
Jose, I got it.
Cahill?
Oh, Cahill. I thought you
Yeah,
were saying
motherfucker.
Leo.
So another one was, we were told to go shoot video for PAX.
PAX East, Boston.
We show up and everyone's like, why the fuck are you even here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Boston?
Great show, other than that, though.
To the point where I went to get a shot of the main stage and this dude fucking holds me back. I'm not allowed to go do my job.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you thinking?
He's the Reed Pop guy running things with PAX, and no one told him we were coming, or he didn't want us to be there, and it was real aggressive the entire time we were there.
Oh.
Real bad vibes.
Real fucking bullshit.
But one of the coolest shows we ever shot, and we got to hang out with the Mahonies beforehand.
Yeah, and every video we made never saw the light of day.
Never saw the light of day.
Nothing.
Just wasted
Nothing
time.
Ever.
But we
ever
got
released.
to hang out in the conference room with all the bigwigs, and we endeared ourselves to them, and then we shot one of their weddings.
Yeah.
So
I got to have a nosebleed that they called the ambulance for. So that was,
That's right. That was
Fucking-
that show.
Jose addresses his enemies nosebleeds.
yeah. They fucked us so hard, I got a nosebleed.
All right, Jose, tell us about what
It's
went.
just fucked. Fire us like a goddamn respectable fucking person who holds a respectable high-end
Mhm.
job. If you want to fire us, cool. Just have the fucking balls and do it. Don't fucking.
Don't make some shit up. You say
Yeah.
that we made people uncomfortable, then tell us what we did and how we can fix this.
Yeah, it was 3-strike rule, but here's your 3 strikes. 1, 2, 3, bam.
That's how I got fired from the gas station.
Yeah.
All right, Jose.
So
Tell us a little bit about our falling out with Soul Switch.
man, so everything was cool. We were a family. Everything was fucking.
We were part of the team, just like Reed Pop, right?
Part of the team to the point where we were brought in on a meeting where we were all, there were some options. We all go in and pitch in on this camper, or, a
Trailer.
trailer to be able to go on tour and take this shit on the road. We had this whole thing where we were going to follow them all the way. We had their first concert, their first studio recording. Like, we were going to chronicle the rise of this fucking band, and we were in it
because we believed in it.
Yeah, we were all like, you know, I worked with the drummer, and that was the connection. So this was me and Nyes reconciled. We got back together. He was doing PoP, I was doing Soul Switch. He brought me into PoP, I brought him into Soul Switch, and we fucking dove head first into both, and just fucking young bucks rolling hard.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we were good enough to ask money from. You know, that was all in well. You know, you felt like we were family enough to ask for money from us to be part of the team. So they get this guy to produce them, and he's got he just put a record studio into the same building that they're rehearse at. So it's like, oh my God, like fate, everything's coming together, it's happening. He's kind of a star fucker, you know, all more about
like an anthropomorphic Ed Hardy shirt.
Yes. But all about who he's working with, who he party with, whose house he go to, who's he fucking.
He's got Gene Simmons Kiss boots, you know,
and
his logo's in bleeding cowboy font. Just the most cliche douchebag, like, in music industry guy you've ever seen.
I feel
also,
like I know this guy.
Yeah.
Top salesman at the paper company. Like, no joke. We saw the trophy.
Yeah.
So we start doing stuff for him. And there was going to be this whole thing where, like, you know, the band comes in, we shoot them recording the thing, we do music video, like, you know, packages. We're all talking about doing shit together. We were all together in there when Michael Jackson died.
Yep.
So everything's going fine, but then he starts, like, you know, talking a lot of shit and not following through.
Mm-hmm.
With
making promises.
You know, we're supposed to shoot this music festival where he had some guys in there. Soul Switch was doing an acoustic set, and he had a guy on the piano who was doing some things. Pretty talented dude. So we were going to shoot everything and, you know, build this package to push the label. We're supposed to get us tapes, never got us tapes, didn't get us passes into the thing. Like just doesn't come through with anything ever that he says that is stuff that, you know, we kind of need. And then it starts to, like, conflict with the band now. So now
because we're not on great terms with the manager, it's now starting to affect our relationship with the band.
Yeah, we call him out.
He yokoed you.
Yeah.
We call him out on his bullshit, and then we get, like, this long email list of things we've done wrong.
Yeah.
Which seems to be, like, the ongoing theme when we get fucked up is nobody's got shit to say while we're working. But once, it's almost like there's this long email of excuses on why he has to fire us because of how bad we are, because they're trying to convince themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this is so much just top to bullshit on top, because you know you're full of shit, you know you're wrong, and you know you're fucking us over.
One of the best parts about this letter
we fucked it up
is he sent it on, like, New Year's Eve day, but we didn't get it until New Year's, and we went to a party at his house
for
that
New Year's.
night.
So we showed up not knowing he shit on us.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
he sees
fantastic.
us and he's just got this, like,
And we had no idea the whole time he shit canned us. I fucking printed it and framed it. It was hanging on my wall. in the
Yeah, it was a
bedroom for
real source of motivation for us for a while there.
So that we're not allowed in the studio anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So now we are seen by the head creator of Soul Switch as a liability to studio time. And we're now in the way of the dream. So we can no longer be part of the dream.
And also the manager
I mean,
has
I get it. That sucks.
Has a new video guy who wears a tie with a t-shirt and says that his name is Maverick, and he's definitely the same vibes as the manager.
So he just fits. They found a better fit. So it is what it is. And that is what it is, you know what I mean?
But you know what? We've got hundreds of tapes of their early shows that they will never see.
Labeled Soul
fuck
Switch
you,
Plan
Maverick.
B. It's Soul Switch Plan B. So the hope was that they actually got their shit together and made it. Now we're sitting on all this footage of, like, you know, Led Zeppelin before they were Led Zeppelin.
Right.
But fuck no, they're on like their fucking 9th singer, their fucking 15th drummer.
Yeah, there were only 2 members of the 5-person band that were in the band when we were working with them that are still in the band now.
Yeah, they have 611 monthly listeners on Spotify.
That's pretty good.
Oh, wow. That is not good. Not good at all.
We fucking shot their first music video. We fucking produced that out of our own pockets.
And the best story, so talk about, you know, listening to the director and just not questioning what's going on. We're shooting, and you know, he's wearing a sweatshirt, and the whole thing is like the lead singer's slowly coming out of his shell. So, you know, she's getting the shot, moving in on him, doing the thing, and then I'm like, all right, jack it off. And he like, what? He doesn't understand. I'm like, no, jack it off. And then so he just starts hand massaging the microphone up and down.
Yeah,
and then
jack
we
it off.
all fucking giggle. Like,
Take off your pants and jacket.
Take off your fucking jacket. And we all laughed like little kids. It was fucking awesome. Like, we all loved working. They loved working with us. We loved working with them. You know, we started to know the songs, so we're hitting
our marks.
You know, shots differently, you know, nice little whip pans because we know it's going from his solo, and then the bassist hits, and then it gets real fucking wild, and then Tom screams here. So, you know, we learnt them and had them down, and everything was fucking a blast. And then all of a sudden, we were asked to babysit.
No, we were having a business meeting with the main band guy's wife to shoot weddings with her. And she had to leave for a second and said, hey, can you stay here with the kids? And we're like, yeah, sure. We fucking hung out with the kids before. Yeah. And then...
Again, family. Yeah, we got your back. Go do your thing. We'll be here.
We touched base with her later on, you know, about
she shot weddings, right?
Shooting weddings. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to go another direction. When we had our meeting, you guys were a little rigid on some things.
Unprofessional is what we were called.
Yeah, we were unprofessional.
Like, bitch, we babysitted your kid. Technically you left in the middle of a business meeting and asked somebody you're thinking about hiring to watch your kid. But we are the unprofessional.
That's insane. Like,
I felt it. I fucking felt it. I told him, I was like, something's wrong. Something's off. And then like a fucking week later, like the hammer comes down from the
boss.
You know,
his own fucking
didn't even have the balls to tell us himself. Had to have Jose's buddy call us.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Is again, fucking have some goddamn balls.
Mm-hmm.
Do it yourself. You want us gone. It's like when I got fired from fucking Planet Hollywood and the dick shit made somebody else fire me while he's fucking sat behind us. I turned around and I was like, yo, you want to fucking do this, pussy? Because I know this is your idea, not this guy's.
The happy ending to this story, though, is the manager, whose fake name was Terry Nix. That was definitely not his real name. But we hear years later that apparently he got hit by a car crossing the street in downtown Orlando, leaving a soccer game.
Holy shit.
And died from getting hit by a hit and run. But then I could never find evidence. Like, no news story, no obituary, fucking nothing. So I think this guy faked his fucking death because he was a shady prick, and he most likely owed some people money, and he faked his fucking death. How does somebody get murdered by a car in front of Orlando City Hall and there's not a single piece of digital evidence about it anywhere on the internet?
That's fantastic. Like, oh my god.
Closed casket.
Wow.
Show me the body.
We had somebody who was like, "What, did you see a body?"
So every time we like meet back up with like old Soul Switch friends, I always bring this up because I find it so enjoyable to talk about. So if you're keeping track, 2 of the people on my list are fucking dead.
Jesus.
So do the Soul Switch guys think he's dead?
I brought it up.
We only talked to one of them. Really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what they all.
I brought it up to the dude. The drummer from Soul Switch is now the drummer for the Pearl Jam cover band that we're
the
doing
drummer and the lead singer were cool. The lead singer pulled a reverse Fred Durst, and he just opened up his fucking second tattoo shop.
So I see Mike the drummer again for the first time, and I bring this up. He's like, nah, because I mean, we saw him. I was at the funeral. I saw him. I was like, wasn't it a closed casket? He's like, oh fuck yeah, you're right. They gaslit him. All right, well I'm gonna.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm gonna step aside. Shout out HOA Dave, but we've already gone through this diss track compilation 1.5 times, so I'll cede the floor to somewhere else.
I was trying to think about it today, and like, I'm in a similar situation in that a lot of my enemies are dead, which is very I like that.
You win.
That means you won.
If your enemy dies, you win.
Yeah, that's the unofficial rule, right? Like, you know, if you're the survivor, you won.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool when that works out.
One day, Dad. One day.
Yeah. Yeah, like fucking, you know, my mom was a bit of a villain there for a hot minute, but she died, so that's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think as far as enemies go, my biggest enemy is probably myself, in as much as no one gets in my way like I do. Like,
be nice to my
1000%.
friend Lee.
Everybody boo Lee. Boo. Biggest enemy. Boo.
No, it's true though. Like I'm
Yeah,
fucking
Lee.
I'm the biggest problem for myself, 1000%. I
Yeah,
know this
but
to be
also-
true, and I'm working on it. God damn it.
Think about the root of it, Lee. Like I could have
That's
definitely
true.
said, "Oh, my biggest op is the person I see when I look in the mirror." But the person I see when I look in the mirror
Fucking
is because
roasted mirror.
my parents decided to fucking bump uglies 43 years ago, so it's their fault.
Yeah, no, my parents just fucked up a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot, for sure. But ironically enough, on very good terms with my old man now, which I never would have thought would have fucking happened 10 years ago. But here we are. That's kind of wild.
The scales righted themselves, you know?
Yeah,
You were cool with your mom, not cool with dad, and then not cool with mom, cool with dad.
Yep.
Been there, done that.
There was like a 2-week period where you were cool with both of them.
Yeah. Like, that fucking dude survived 2 wives, which is insane given his previous fucking lifestyle of just rough and tumble, let's see what happens.
And not
Like-
just 2 wives, 2 capital C word wives.
Yeah, 2. Dad's got a type, all right?
Battle axes is what they used to call them.
Yeah, Dad's got a type, and that type is aggressive and crazy.
He's got a humiliation fetish.
Yeah, no, they were both my dad's wives were out of their fucking minds in very different and unique ways. It's very fascinating to see how his current lady friend, also pretty crazy, but in a much milder way, which is very easy to deal with. And you can have a conversation with her. She's nice. I don't think she's gonna make crazy threats or nothing, or say something horrible to me at any given time, which is not something I can say about either one of his other wives. So that's nice. He's moving on up in the world. Except for one dude we'll talk about in a little bit. and one guy I can't talk about yet, but I'm going to talk about him so good when it's over, you guys. I'm going to drag this son of a bitch.
I can't wait.
Just the king of the fucking losers. Well, your time's coming, buddy. It's just like I'm getting old and curmudgeon-y, y'all. It's just like the public is just getting on me. Like I've taken to not doing things because they're in public sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm probably not ever gonna pay to go see like a show at Bridgestone Arena anymore because people are fucking horrible and will always ruin it somehow because there's just too many goddamn people that don't have any sense. It's just
COVID really fucked people up. Like, people were terrible before COVID, but all of our brains are
animals.
just mush. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first time flying after COVID. People are just pushing and think that because the bell beeps, you get to run from the back and be the first one out. Go fuck yourself.
Drivers.
Yeah, people turned into animals.
Drivers
really
are
did.
worse than ever.
like the post-COVID world is not just because a lot of nanas died. It's because people went fucking feral and they never quite recovered from it. I don't think it ever quite got all right. And just fucking there's no discourse anymore. There's no fucking nuance. No one reads, or if they do read, it's all the wrong shit. It's all slanted and just. It's so fucking frustrating. Just that I'm not built for the social media generation. I'm not built for it. I don't like this. It used to be a time when you have to. You know how much fucking work it used to be to make a book, you know what I'm saying? Like to get you had to really want to get a message out there. It was a lot of work to get your message out there.
Mm-hmm.
And now fucking just every night at 12:30, Mahoney gets to watch videos of someone cutting off a cow hoof.
True.
For no apparent reason
That's when you know
whatsoever.
it's bedtime.
Yeah, it's time to go to bed, Lee.
It's not always the same time, but it is always bedtime.
So fucking strange. Absolutely strange. What a world. Just had to get on Jax the other day. I'm like, no more fucking... Because I just looked over and he had his tablet up, whatever, and he was just swiping up through fucking YouTube shorts. And I'm like, nah, we're not doing that. Not doing none of that shit.
I thought you took YouTube away from him.
We're trial basing it. Trying to go back.
He's a couple years older.
He's a couple years older.
Okay.
It is a legitimate form of entertainment.
It is, and he does use it to like learn shit too, like need know if something works or something going on. Like it's not all bad. He's not just watching those fucking vapid cartoons and shit like he used to. He still does that, but not exclusively.
Yeah, it's not baby shit.
Exactly. And although I did have to look at him one time not too long ago, and he said something just very odd, just with no context. I said, "You are you talking to me in meme right now?" He's like, I mean, kinda. I go, don't fucking do that. I've not seen it. I don't know the context. Makes it sound crazy, and I don't like it. He's like, no one gets that but me. It is a me thing because I'm becoming a angry fist waving old man.
I saw that happen at work today.
Oh, what you got?
A kid was wanted something, and their dad was like, no, and the kid just, I assume, just turned into a meme and went, bro, I'm gonna burn your house down.
Yeah, that's probably some shit that they saw on the YouTubes or on a TikTok for sure. Some shit that gets shared around a million times. And I've seen some of this shit in context. It's not funny. And it's certainly not funny out of context.
It never is.
Not great.
That face when you
Not great.
skibbity toilet.
Oh my god. Fucking hell.
Skibbity toilet. He's just like me for real.
Yeah. So yeah, there's I'm addressing my enemy, fucking the world at large.
Lee versus the world.
Coming soon to the Sega Genesis.
Lee X the world.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking toss that kid from the middle. Or a monkey, one of the two. Who you got?
Fuck bad boy.
Kelly?
Who do I got? All right, let me open up my list. Number 1, the WWE and their fans.
Oh, belt mutants.
Suck it, you fucking belt breathers.
ruining my favorite hobby with their bullshit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to deal with their stupid fucking fans on the internet and in real life. I hate it.
Speaking of, that last episode of Dynamite was one of the best episodes that they've ever done, the entire AEW.
Whipped ass. Great
It
show.
was on fucking fire. I am so happy that Face MJF is done with. Oh.
Yep. Get that fucking nerd out of here.
Fucking nerds.
Yep. So yeah, no, they've been ruining wrestling for decades. They're just keeping on going. Doesn't matter that Vinnie Mac's gone. Triple H sucks just 5% less. All right, so that's that. I did my time reviewing their shows for years. You can go back and read how disgruntled I've been.
I know it wasn't the only option for the longest time, but when it was the only option on like U.S. cable television, and they knew it, and they just made us regret it every week.
Yeah.
I wish I could get those years back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely a period where it felt deliberately disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when they fucking ruined the NWO. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck
I mean,
you.
they
Like,
ruined the NWO.
Worst thing they did was they told everybody before it happened.
Yeah.
Like, that's how the NWO worked great the first time. Nobody knew it was happening.
Well,
It
and
just
he
happened.
killed WCW before he even brought the NWO in to kill them.
Yeah. The show where the NWO re-debuted was the first wrestling show I ever went to.
And that's the one Goldberg
No
slipped
shit.
Yep.
trying to fucking kick on his entrance. He fucking was throwing his kick and busted ass.
No, I think Goldberg was
No.
the next year.
Yeah, he wasn't around yet.
Because it was
Exactly. It was No Way Out 2002.
yeah, and then they did Rock versus Hogan at Mania.
Yep.
But then the next year, it was the night after WrestleMania where Goldberg came out and speared The Rock.
See, I missed that whole era. Like,
I mean, you didn't miss
Like
much.
oh no, but just like the notion that Goldberg and Rock ever had a program, never saw any of that shit. I was so out of the game then. So out of the game.
There's absolutely nothing of note from Goldberg's 2 WWE runs.
No.
I believe that.
And he thinks he's just the greatest.
Yeah.
I mean, dudes like that often do.
All right, my next one on my list of enemies is the Republican Party.
Oh, fuck you, roasted.
A great
They come-
choice.
Yeah.
They're coming to my
great choice.
town.
Mm-hmm.
Come in your town.
So, sorry, Kelly, real quick. With the fucking parade we went to, had a Republican part, and then the fucking Democrat float came by, and a dude, no shoes, fucking kind of beer gut, smoking a cigarette, fucking just booing. Boo! There's like fucking kids marching bands in this thing. There's, like, they're throwing candy out the kids, and this fucker's like, boo!
Hey, I'd fucking boo right next to that guy at this point, you know?
It's pretty
But-
hilarious, though.
Yeah, next week they're descending on my town for the national convention.
You gotta have a tiny morsel of respect for the Republicans, right? Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. They at least will coalesce as a party, as a unit, and map out their fucking insane plans for things, and everybody
In the
high
open,
fives.
no less. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's much easier to be fueled by hate than be fueled by, well, how do we get donations but
Yes.
don't really do anything?
Fueled by not wanting to win and still fundraise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so fuck you guys. Don't burn down Milwaukee while you're here.
At least
Thankfully-
wait until Kelly's not home.
Yeah, thankfully I don't live in the like hot zone or whatever the fuck they're calling it, where you need security clearance to be anywhere.
Hopefully it's a disaster. I heard a conspiracy theory that is it tomorrow? Or no, he was supposed to be sentenced tomorrow. The convention starts next week, right?
Yeah, I think it's what is it, the
15th maybe?
15th through the 18th, I believe.
The conspiracy theory I heard today is that Joe Biden is going to wait until Friday to drop out of the race, so it gives them no time to like change their messaging for the convention. That's going to be all, oh, Joe Biden is too old, get him out of the race. But then he'd already be out of the race, but that's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
He's going to ride this thing all the way to a loss. Let's go.
Yeah,
I heard that his fundraising can't be transferred. That if one candidate raises the money, you can't just be like, never mind, I'm giving this to Kamala.
Well, then where does it go? That doesn't make any sense.
And that's
it goes
with
to
the person who kept it, I guess.
That's
it goes
a
to the
fatal
ice cream
flaw.
fund.
That's a fatal flaw with our political system, that it all depends on fundraising, right?
I'm just saying.
Because
they're like, but Joe's raised $100 million, and if he drops out of the race, we lose $100 million.
He's just buying ice cream.
But I hear that kind of shit, and I'm just like, why do you need $100 million? Like, there's not a person in this country that doesn't know Joe Biden is running for president.
Right.
Like, we understand.
Don't you need
We get
$100
it.
million?
And for 0 cents, they could know tomorrow that Kamala Harris is now the presidential nominee.
Okay,
You don't have to spend $1.
Okay, but do you think our country is in jeopardy? Please send me $5 emails. Just write themselves.
Yeah,
You don't think
true.
there's somebody that they have to pay to write those?
Yeah, I mean, you could chat GPT those these days.
Now there's an idea.
Imagine.
All right, think of
That'd be
how
great.
much money we could save by hiring ChatGPT and Ben and Jerry's.
We were talking recently that we don't want to run for any sort of office, but if we could puppet someone who's in office, that's the way to do it, because then you don't have to be the public facing face, you don't have to deal with any of that shit, but you control things behind the scenes, and that's what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, a shadow government.
Yeah, we need
that's
a
where
big
it's at.
dumb John Fetterman that we operate like a Gundam.
So if you're out there and you're a big dumb John Fetterman, get in touch.
And you want to be operated like a Gundam.
Put your cleanest hoodie on, you big bald freak.
All right, my next enemy. Scalpers that make my job harder.
Gross.
Because
Man.
scalpers making you hard.
Explain how they make your job harder.
So, here's the thing, like, with comics as collectibles, not only are they collectibles, they're also a storytelling medium. So I need a certain amount of copies of things for the people that read the book.
As a
Now-
storytelling medium.
For the
Yes.
people.
This becomes an issue when fucking, I don't know, someone debuts a new version of Wolverine, but he's got a vagina, and people are like, oh my god, I need to get that slabbed and throw that shit up on eBay. And then they come in, we sell out the day of, because all the scalpers came in, bought it up, and then people who were like, hey, where's X-Men 47? And I was like, Wolverine with a pussy debuted. Sorry. Hopefully they do a second print. And they're like, oh, okay.
Wolverine with the pussy too.
Yeah. And that happens all the time.
Hmm.
Man, fuck y'all.
And you know what? None of that shit ends up being actually worth anything.
Yeah, just temporarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a hot minute is a
For a little
flash.
spike, yeah.
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 Yeah, like there was a Doctor Doom one-shot that came out, and the opening bit of the book was a tribute to MF Doom, the rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And boy howdy, did a bunch of just lame-ass white dudes really get into hip-hop all of a sudden. Like, they really just needed, like, 4, 5, 6 copies of this thing.
That's lame.
I don't know. It's almost as if it was going for, like, a whole bunch of money on eBay at the time, you know. I don't know. I bet they just really like rap.
And for that, like, I mean, fucking not for nothing, you could put it on eBay if you wanted to do that.
Yeah.
You know? Right.
I always tell people when they ask, like, because you get all the time, I get people coming in and being like, all right, what comics do I buy if I want to make money off of them? And I tell them, if I knew that, I wouldn't tell you.
Right.
I would have bought them all, and I would put them online. And every time they're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah, it fucking does. It's all a crapshoot. It's a lottery ticket. We're not
I like
ordering
that.
these
That's good.
things. We're not ordering these things to strike it big and get, oh, this is going to be the next big speculator book. We're ordering them because people want to fucking read them.
Mm-hmm. God forbid.
I don't know how many people actually read these shits. I think a lot of people just buy them and put them in bags and boards and then they go away forever. But that's beside the point. My next enemy. Anyone or anything that makes the news break in and interrupt General Hospital.
Oh, that's as real as it gets right there. I've seen this Venom up close in person. He's serious.
I can't tell you how mad I get when I'm like, oh, it's a good episode. Look at Drew over there being a hoe.
Yeah, he doesn't like it when you're interrupting stories. He doesn't like
I
that.
hate it. I fucking hate. So I need TV to work for 1 hour a day, essentially. For that 1 o'clock hour, nothing should happen. I don't need fucking little Donnie Trump out there playing a little fiddle with his wee-wee.
Little Donnie Trump.
I don't need the fucking weatherman breaking in and being like, it's gonna rain. I don't need someone being like, hey, there was a big old pile up on the freeway.
Alec Baldwin has shot another person in the face.
Yeah. I don't need any of that. I don't care.
Tell
I
me
just
at
want to
2.
watch my stories. Tell me at 2 o'clock. Tell me at 4 o'clock. Tell me when the news is actually on. I get so, like, I need 1 hour for you guys to not fuck up. And you can't do it. Thank God for Hulu.
Yeah, and it's not like they just start the episode right back where it left off. Like, it's
No.
gone now.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, it was like a substantial amount of show you missed, so you could watch it at like 4 a.m. maybe. And I'm like, what the?
And
I want to watch it right now.
And it's soaps.
I mean, what
They
else
don't
you got
really
going
do
on at
like
4 a.m.?
reruns, right? I mean,
No, they don't, unless it's like a holiday and they just choose a random episode to play. They don't do reruns. So thankfully, Hulu gets the episodes up at 7 o'clock every day. So if something happens, I'm able to go watch that.
You're the sweetest boy.
And then my final enemy on my list, diarrhea.
Oh, I saw your tweets.
Buddy, it was like I was shitting out bowls of soggy Cheerios.
oh, buddy.
Kelly tweeted something to the effect of, usually I'm all about the work poop, but I'm fighting for my life right now. I need good vibes.
It was rough. It was just like I would go, need to go again. Go sit down and just a waterfall comes out of my ass.
That's fucking miserable,
You know what would
dude.
have made that
is
better?
miserable.
If you had a laundry like washer dryer right there in
Yeah.
the shop.
The downside, the upside of it was that it came out so forcefully, I didn't have much cleanup to do afterwards.
You know, that
it
is
never
nice,
touched
yeah.
your ring.
It actively hurt coming out, but like
Oh, no.
I didn't have much to clean up afterwards.
There's something to be said for that level of convenience, for sure.
Yeah, so that wasn't terrible, but like, I don't know. Once I got to trip number 5, I'd had more than enough.
Oh, that's when you just go home.
Yeah. Well, luckily I was home at that point.
Okay.
I only did 2 at work and then 3 more at home, and I haven't shit all day today.
A
The
2?
second one at work propelled him through the air back to his house, and he just stayed there.
A 2 shit work shift.
Shit, been there.
That is
We're gonna see a
inhumane.
fucking article about that next week. They're gonna be like, people are shitting on their time on the clock.
I've
Gen
taken
Z is taking upwards of 2 shifts a shift.
naps on the shitter at work.
Yep. Fist bump.
I mean, sometimes I'll just give myself a little treat and sit down to pee at work and play a little game of Marvel Snap.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I snapped so hard all weekend.
To those of you that think sitting down to pee is feminine or gay, think about all the shit that you could look at on your phone while you're doing that.
Yeah,
You can't really
sitting
do that
down to
standing
pee
up
is,
to
is a
pee.
treat for myself.
I got to the point where I'll sit down to pee just so I'm not splattering pee everywhere.
Yeah.
Because it happens.
Yeah.
Not a shame in my game. Not fucking hell yeah.
For those that have spicy poops, I highly recommend Preparation H wipes to cool down your hot O-ring.
Ooh, I bet that would be pleasant.
Mm-hmm. Medicated.
Like a little Bengay for your butthole.
Yes.
Yeah, there
Ben
you go.
Gay?
And you don't have to put your finger right on the hole. So
Oh wait, I just
Oh.
remembered I did shit today.
nice.
It was at work. So it was at work again. So on Tuesday mornings, I have to go wait for FedEx Freight to deliver our new books of the week. So when that's happening in the morning, I shit in the dark with the bathroom door open because I'm by myself and I need to be able to hear if the semi is backing up. So there I am shooting another bowl of soggy Cheerios out of my ass.
God.
And here I hear a
Waiting for
truck.
the
I'm like,
beep, beep.
yeah, I hear the truck beeping. So I just do a quick wipe, and then I just kind of pack a bunch of toilet paper in my ass.
Oh
and
no.
Pull my pants up just in case.
Oh
He said, work
no.
calls, motherfuckers.
Yeah, like I got shit to do.
He said duty calls.
Exactly, duty calls.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my Tuesday morning shits in the dark.
Well, yeah, I got shit in the dark all the time. In the goddamn warehouse, the bathroom lights are motion sensor, but it doesn't
Uh-huh.
reach to the back of the shitter. So I'm in
You're
there
like,
taking the shit.
put your
in the
hand up
dark.
and wave. Be like, hello.
No, I tried. So I but if I get up and walk to the door of the shitter, it recognizes that. So I either shit in the dark or I keep getting up with my pants around my ankles and fucking stutter step to the door.
So
Turn the light on.
So our guest bathroom is in the same hallway as my office here. And sometimes I'll just have to pee and I'll go in there and I don't bother turning the light on. The door's open. We're not scared to pee in front of each other in this house. But if I'm sitting there on the toilet peeing in the dark and she comes out of her office also needing to go pee, doesn't see the light on, just sees the door open, she fucking turns the corner, flips the light on, and I'm just sitting there on the toilet. Spooks her every so often.
Like, hello.
Yeah. Just sitting here on the toilet, don't mind me. Bless her heart.
Adorable.
Would you rather have diarrhea or constipation?
I think I'd rather be constipated.
Diarrhea all the way for me.
Yeah, diarrhea. Because
never
at least
been
I'm
constipated.
getting it out of my
Yeah.
body and I can do stuff. Constipation, you're like, it hurts. You're uncomfortable the whole
Mhm.
time.
You don't want to eat anything.
Yeah, and fucking like you can't enjoy a shit like you can when you're constipated.
See, I've never had constipation that bad before, I suppose.
Well, count your
Yeah, I'm
lucky
not sure
stars.
it's ever happened, honestly.
You've never gone like 3 days without shitting?
No.
Oh, no.
I'm very regular.
That's
That sounds like a
no.
goddamn nightmare. No thank you.
Yeah, it's not
I'm like
cool.
a two shit a day bare minimum.
There's been entire conventions that I haven't shit during.
Dude, I shit 2 or 3. Okay, so I wake up, I shit. I have my coffee, I shit. And then if I have a little bit more coffee, I may shit a third time. I've been up 2 hours. I don't give a fuck. I go.
See, I generally like the coffee to inform the shit.
But sometimes I wake up and it's like, no, you got to shit today right now. I'm like, all right, I listen. Well, I got to make room for the coffee.
Yeah, the only time I've ever done anything close to that is like when I'm potatoing real good.
Uh-huh.
I might not be super regular, but I'm still not going days without.
Yeah, no, I bare minimum 2 a day, except for today, which was 1, but extenuating circumstances.
Yeah, 2 a day is ideal.
They used
Yeah,
to call
sounds
me
about
3 a day. Now they call me 5 a day.
I think that's my enemies.
Nice.
Who's next?
Solid.
Well-
Okay, quick. I'll go real quick.
Yeah,
Kelly hit one of them. I'm gonna hit the other. I'm gonna say, man, fuck our election choices.
Yeah,
Altogether.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's fucking embarrassing
yeah.
that this is the best we could trot out for both sides, and fuck both sides because fuck it's goddamn embarrassing.
It's so fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's just embarrassing.
It's it was embarrassing, but now it's like exciting because it's
It's
Go
the
on.
fall of an empire.
yeah, and I want to watch it. I want to see every last bit of it.
Well, it's gonna suck.
I think
when
you're gonna.
shit gets wild.
Yeah, but you know what?
I don't-
Shit sucks anyhow.
The thing is, I don't think shit's gonna get wild.
No.
America's very complacent and boring.
And we lived through 4 years of Trump before. It was bad, but my life didn't drastically change from Trump to Biden.
No.
Well, and that's what. It doesn't matter because they're all playing on the same golf course.
Yeah.
And if anything from the fucking debate taught us that, it is exactly that.
There is no left and right anymore. It's all to the right of center. It's just one's closer than the other by just a fraction.
It's all. The whole
We
thing's
can
fucked.
only hope God strikes down Joe Biden and Donald Trump ends up somehow locked in a Turkish prison. And then we just, as a country, we decide, how about no election? Let's just do like when the teacher's sick and there's no substitute and we all just do worksheets. Let's do that for 4 years.
I like this idea.
Set up a foosball table.
Yeah, collectively, could use a little bit of chill, I suppose.
I saw a story the other day that Mr. Beast says he would run for president if they lowered the age requirement. So, 2 things. I saw that and I was like, you know what? I'd take a Mr. Beast president over either of these guys right now because at least Mr. Beast has
He's
done
fair
some positive
for the people.
things. He does it for
Exactly.
content, but he's trying to make the world a better place. And the other thing
Seems
is,
like it.
Mr. Beast is only 25 years old. Did you guys know this?
I did not. That seems awfully low.
He's
Like,
got a
too young.
mustache of a
Too young.
55-year-old
He's
man.
25.
Yeah, I never would have
And he's
guessed
been in the
only
game,
25.
so he was doing this in his 20s then.
Yeah. Maybe his teens even.
Well, fucking double good on him for being that young and smarter than any of these fucking dick fucks. Fucking dicks up.
I think it was
Yeah?
you, Nice. Was it you who was talking about him where the other week, somebody said something about the shit that he does in videos about digging wells and building houses, and he was like, Yeah, I would love if the government would do this, but they won't. So that's
Right.
why some random 25-year-old YouTuber has
Yeah.
to do it for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, the government should be taking care of this, but I guess I'll do some of it because I
Yeah.
want to feel good. Want to
Yeah.
do some good. But that's where we've come to, where President Mr. Beast sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean, it's honestly better than our other choice.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
I
not any
saw that
greater
and I
than what
was
we
like,
got.
how close is he?
Fucking nuts.
Shout out to Body Parts. Fuck you for hurting.
Yeah, for real.
And then I'm gonna go with fucking prices. Calm your fucking
Calm your tits.
tits already.
Yeah.
Shit don't need to be this expensive. Nothing you got is fucking that cool. Like, there's no way shit is this much more after COVID.
You see that the fast food places are scared. They're scrambling. They're all releasing like $5 meal deals now.
Well, yeah, good.
Well, yeah, because calm your fucking tits.
Yeah,
Because they
it
could
got
have
too
been
much.
doing it all this whole time.
Yeah.
And then people were just like, you know what? I guess we'll just won't get McDonald's anymore. And McDonald's was like,
Yeah.
ho, ho,
And now
ho,
they're
ho,
like,
ho.
wait, whoa,
Don't
whoa,
be
whoa,
crazy.
whoa, whoa.
Don't be crazy. How about a $5 meal deal? You want that?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I said that, baby.
Yeah, I guess I do want that.
Yeah, I'll take a McChicken and a 4-piece McNugget and a small fries and a small drink. Thank you very much.
Yeah, eat that
There's a-
stuff up, piggy. Eat it up, piggy.
There was a TikTok that went viral this week because it was some lady pulled up to, I think it was a Wendy's, and she ordered a kid's meal because she wanted the toy. So she had her phone out to like record her, what toy she got. And they hand her the bag, and she like reaches in to pull out the toy, and there's no toy. And she's like, "Oh, you forgot my toy." And they're like, "Yeah, we're all out of toys." And she's like, "Okay, well the kids meal and the like bacon cheeseburger I ordered, like the junior bacon cheeseburger, is like $8, but that's the same thing as like a $5 biggie bag. So why,
Right,
if you
yeah.
don't have the toy,
Yeah.
why the fuck do you charge me $8 and not $5?"
Yeah, that's a little fucked.
That sucks.
Everybody's fucked.
You know, the minute she reached in that bag, they were like, "Ah, shit."
Yep. One of these YouTube assholes.
No, because they were like, "Don't worry, she'll pull away before she realizes we didn't give her her toy."
Yeah.
Wild.
I'm
Who you
gonna
got,
go.
Mahoney?
Two more.
Oh, you got
Oh,
one more?
okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Two
go
more,
ahead.
real
Stop cutting
quick.
off Jose. God, you're gonna make his list.
Okay, Jose's got 3 more. Lee.
Yeah. People in public
This
who
fucking
blare
guy.
what the fuck you're listening to on whatever the fuck you're listening to. It. Shut
Oh
up.
yeah.
Get some headset. Get some fucking.
All of them.
Again, going back to like, just nobody gives a fuck about anybody anymore.
That's so funny
Speaker
because you
in
do
public
the thing
is
where you
insane.
walk around with your speaker in your pocket.
But I'm playing music that fucking rules in a setting where music is needed. But like, I don't get on the train, or the subway just blasting my music. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
get on
not
the
in our
airplane like blasting the music. I don't get on the plane, turn my music on, and go to sleep while everyone has to listen to what I'm listening. I got my fucking
Last
headset.
plane I was on, someone was playing music like on the speaker out loud, and it was one of the most unhinged things I've seen in a while.
No,
What
I'm
do you do?
immediately hitting the call signal. I'm hitting the button,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Where's that coming from?"
Yeah, flight attendants are starting to crack down on that. I think.
Yeah.
heard.
They fucking have to because people got no goddamn sense.
And I get it. You're watching something cool. You're watching it. I don't
Not
give
me.
a fuck.
I've seen the excuse as being phones have gotten rid of the headphone jack, so people think it's okay to just play from your speakers. No, you can get $10 Bluetooth
bitch.
headphones
Yeah.
off of Amazon.
You can also get an adapter that goes from
USB-C
the USB-C
to headphone,
to headphone jack. So no excuse.
But then I'll lose it, Jose.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Oh, and then side note on that, fucking shout out to dickheads who think they can do whatever the fuck they want because you're recording it and it's a prank.
Prank,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Prank.
You.
I feel like prank YouTube channels getting murdered is going to be its own like genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, because just because it's a prank, like that doesn't mean there's zero consequences to what you just did.
People are just trying to live their lives, and you're dumping shit on their head in a Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you get knocked the fuck out, and then I pull out my phone and record and being like, "Oh, you got pranked.
Yeah, prank.
Oh, it's a prank. Oh, did you really get knocked out? Sorry, it was supposed to be a prank. It was supposed to be a fake knockout." And then finally, Matt Fraction, you know what the fuck you did?
Worth it.
Just trying to fucking compliment him on a story I've never even read that was his, and I really liked it. And he's just jamming Fear Itself, that hot fucking wet noodle garbage down my throat. Can't even appreciate talking about what we're talking about. You gotta force feed me fucking Fear Itself.
It's so funny that Fear Itself is just like a blip now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Dude,
the
that's
next big
Barely
thing.
even remember what it was
That's
about.
any comic event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to matter, now they just don't.
No. They haven't mattered in years.
Nah.
Not since Secret Invasion.
I guess that's my hit list.
That was kind of the last big one, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid list, Jose.
All
All right, Mahoney, who you got?
My last. All right.
Oh, you're not last.
Number one, Bears.
Because
Bears,
Nice said I'm coming back around.
No, we got one more.
Yeah. Number one is Bears. All of them. Every last one. Fuck 'em.
Beats Battlestar Galactica.
Line them up. I will run down, slapping them all like the Three Stooges.
We're gonna find ourselves in a room with a bear at some point.
And I'm
I've
gonna
been
beat the
so
shit out of
close to bears and been like, no, this is not right.
What a cute dog. I want to pet that dog.
It's fine. I'll keep you safe. Another shout out to Kelly's boring ass co-host.
Oh,
Aw.
stop.
You're just mad that he got to hear about
Fucking
Nice's
sleep.
making a scene
Yeah.
from Nice
I don't think
himself.
he should have got to hear about anything.
Mahoney is very much like my dad in that he doesn't like us to have any other friends.
That's true.
I think that Kelly's co-host should have just been sitting in the hallway, not hearing any of these stories.
You sit outside when he's talking to Kelly.
Yeah.
It was an Uber. How's he supposed to sit outside?
Oh, the Uber.
He can just sit on the fucking roof.
Well, I guess you better get fucking creative.
Ghost ride the whip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your grip, bitch? Can you fly, Bobby?
Okay, so one time, a couple years back, maybe 5 years ago, my neighbor was having a deck built on the back of his house. And he hired some random dude from the neighborhood to build his deck because, you know, people love to save a buck. So don't hire an actual person, hire some random guy from the neighborhood. And this guy, I forget which child it was, but I was having the birthday party for one of my kids. And this guy parked his truck across the front of my driveway. Like,
Oh, I
across
remember
front
this.
of my
I think.
driveway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and I went over and I was like, hey, I need you to move the truck. And he was like, why? And I was like, because it's across the front of my fucking driveway, and I'm using my driveway. Like, what do you mean, why? Like, what do you mean, why? And so he went to move his car. He got all pissy about it, and he went to move his truck. And he moved it so it was, like, across, like, a third of my driveway. And then he got out of the truck, and I just said, that really where you think is the best place to park that? And then he got real mad, and then, like, I forget who was outside with me at the time, but basically, like, his assistant and whoever was outside with me was like, okay, all right, everybody, like, let's just figure out where the truck is gonna go, and like, we'll all go from there. So, hate that guy, always have. But every time I go outside, I get to be reminded of him because he built the railing on my neighbor's deck, not level, like, it's not square. So the rails are not at a 90-degree angle. They pitch off at like 85, 80. Looks like shit. Hate that guy. Shitty job, shittier person. Stupid.
Fucking roasted.
Also on my list, people at the grocery store. People at the grocery store are the worst people alive. Doesn't really matter what grocery store you go to. Something about being in the grocery store turns everybody into a dickhead.
Yep.
I don't understand.
And it's on multiple fronts.
I don't understand the people that won't stay to one side or the other of the aisle and just block the entire aisle.
It's the right
Absolutely.
side. On your right side.
Yeah,
that's
not even one
unless
side
you're
or the
passing
other.
on the left. Like,
you stay on the right fucking side like you're in the road.
And if someone's coming, get the fuck over.
You get out of their way.
Yeah.
Right. If you would like to reach, if you're on the right-hand side of the aisle and you'd like to reach across to the left-hand side of the aisle to get a fucking box of granola bars, but someone is coming down the left-hand side of the aisle, you don't have the right of way. You gotta wait a second for them to get out of the way and then reach across and get your bars. And if you would like to have the right of way to get your granola bars, then you gotta come down the aisle so that the granola bars are on your right, so that you have control over what you're grabbing. And if you're not going to the grocery store and you don't know where anything is and you don't know how to move way up and down the aisle, stay out of the way of the people who know what they're doing. Just stay out of their way.
this is all good advice. This is all accurate.
Yeah.
I had a moment
it's them
recently.
in the grocery store. It's them in the parking lot. Like, I've nearly gotten into 3 altercations that I can remember in the parking lot of a grocery store. Like, it's something about the grocery store.
It's because people lost their goddamn sense. It's exactly what I
had that guy. This was even before COVID. I had that one guy when I got out of my car and he got out of his car and he was screaming at me that I went through a yellow and almost killed him. And I was like, okay. And I'm just ignoring him.
Sure, bud.
And as we're walking in to the grocery store, he's still screaming at me. And he was like, can't you hear me? And I was like, yeah, I can hear you. And then that made him real mad. And then he's screaming even more. And then the grocery store lady was like, what is the problem? And I was like, I don't know. Talk to that guy. And then I just went about my business and got my groceries. I had the guy who was pissed that I honked at him because he didn't go when the light turned green. And he pulled up behind my car when I parked and was like, do you want to fight? And I said, no. Like, why would we fight about me honking at you at the light? That seems too much for this situation. Like, no, I don't want to fight you over this. That's stupid. And then he drove off because that's a fucking stupid thing to do.
Yep. Real lazy bones energy,
then,
right?
Yep.
In the same parking lot is a McDonald's. And one time I was in line for the McDonald's back before the allergies when I could eat that stuff. I was getting something, I think, for the kids. I'm in line for the McDonald's and some other guy tries to like, you could like come in from the street and you'd turn around, or you could come in from the parking lot and you'd be in like a straight line. I was in the straight line. He was in the turnaround line and he was mad. Now, it's one of those weird situations where like my car is in front of his car. Like he can't pull out in front of me because my car is there. We're like essentially side to side, and he's honking his horn and he's screaming at me through the window that I need to back up because he should be in front of me. And I'm
Back
like
up?
looking at him and I'm like, no.
We're definitely not backing up.
And
We're not doing that.
He's flipping me off, honking his horn, screaming at me to get out of his way because I cut him. He needs to be next. I'm not supposed to be next. And I'm like, no. And then he's inching his car. He's like hitting the gas, hitting the brake, like shuddering his car forward as though he's gonna like crash into me. Until I finally turned to the left and just started screaming, "Do it! Go ahead and do it! Like, is this what we're gonna do? You're so anxious to get into the McDonald's line that we're gonna crash into each other? Fucking hit the gas already, man. Like, what are we waiting for?" And then he calmed down. And I don't understand what it is about the grocery store that just makes people lose their goddamn minds. And like,
Prices, right? Jose's
Yeah.
enemy list
Gotta be.
prices.
Jose's
gotta
onto
be.
something.
Like, the guy who got out of his car screaming at me that I ran through a yellow was, like, 5'5" and, like, 50. I'm like, sir, I am enormous. Like, why are you yelling at me? If I'm not a sane person, I could absolutely destroy you. Like, what are you doing screaming at people in the parking lot? Where do you think this is gonna go?
That's a fundamental lack of ass whoopings, all that is.
You know?
Yep.
It's like, this is so stupid. And it's only the grocery store. I don't know what happens there.
Yeah. Fucking lawless out there.
It is lawless. It's bad everywhere, but it's worse at the grocery store. The doctor, the quote-unquote doctor, the veterinarian, who cut off Polly's toes, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy right
Put
to
that
death.
guy on my enemies list too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to cut his toes off.
The dude who, as far as I can tell, was just watching YouTube videos about how do you treat a cat because he had no idea what the fuck he was doing. So, put that guy on the list. Consider us enemies. Real shithead, that guy.
Well, that guy's total shithead.
Imagine you want to be a vet. So, like, every so often, there's a situation where, like, someone in our lives is dating or involved with some person that you're just like, what the fuck? And then you're like, maybe there's some weird sex thing that they're willing to do that nobody else is willing to do. You know? Like, maybe, like, somebody else would be like, no, that's kind of creepy and weird. I don't feel comfortable doing that. But this loser is
Because
just
I
like,
think
yeah,
fundamentally you want to think that, like, this person that you are talking about, whoever it is, they're getting something out of it. You hope
like
there's something.
There's some reason. And so when I think about this vet and the fact that he was a vet for mammals, reptiles, fish, and birds, whereas most vets don't fucking operate on fish, right? Like, they don't do fish surgery. That just doesn't really happen.
That's called a
pretty
sushi
disposable,
chef.
I would say, as far as pets go, yeah.
Yeah, this is the vet equivalent of that, right? This is the dude who was like, well, I can't succeed at being a vet, so what if I agreed to give your fish CPR if they ran into some sort of problem?
Like when
You
you're
know?
not smart enough to be a doctor, so you become a dentist.
Exactly. Same energy. Same energy. This one is a little lame, I acknowledge. And the reason being, I've blocked this guy for so long, I don't remember his name. But there's a dude on TikTok that I just absolutely loathe. He does reaction videos where he will read tweets and then laugh because, you know, they're so funny. But it's the fakest fucking laugh. And I hate that guy.
Yeah, no, I hate him
it was-
already. Yep. I'm
Yeah,
with
he sounds
I
like
had
he
to
sucks.
block. I had to block the whole account because people would like send me his videos and be like, "Do this one," because you know the tweet or whatever would be funny, and I'd be like, "No, I didn't see that one. I won't watch this guy's videos. Fuck that guy. I hate that guy." And I finally had to just block his whole account so that it would stop getting people sending them to me. I hate that guy. He's horrendous. I wouldn't even know how to find his name because he's been blocked for like 4 years. So. But I still remember how much I hate him. One day he came up on an Instagram reel, and I blocked that account too. It wasn't even his account. It was like a meme account that was sharing his content, and I was like, "Nope, you're blocked. Can't
Gone
have that.
forever.
You can't have that."
Anytime I see a blue check posting something that I've already seen before, I block them.
Yeah, that's a good way to
Oh,
do
there
it.
you go.
Because then it's just an engagement account.
Yep.
Yeah, true. I fucking hate Kristen Wiig.
Okay. Why? What did Kristen Wiig ever do to you?
Why? It's very simple, B. The why is very simple. Everything about her. I hate every single thing about her. I hate the way I hate the way that she walks. I hate the way that she talks. Right? Like, I hate everything about her. I'm gonna do a diss track about Kristen Wiig and drop the music video while she's at the white party next year. Like, absolutely cannot stand her. all the way back to the
very
SNL days. Can't stand Kristen Wiig. I have never seen a moment of Kristen Wiig content that I've been like, this is enjoyable. I like this. Not a second.
You didn't like her in Despicable Me 4?
Was she in Despicable Me 4?
She's
that
the
might have been
wife.
why I fell asleep.
Yeah, she's
That's
the wife.
probably why
yeah.
you fell asleep.
She's the wife? Oh,
Yeah.
gross. That wife was not impressive, and now I know why.
When you sent us your short list and you had TikTok guy on there, I thought it was going to be a totally different TikTok guy, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, fuck that guy, too. Fuck that guy, too. Remember when I was a TikTok moderator for a
Hell
long
yeah.
time, and then
Oh
that
my
guy turned out to be a
God,
real
that was
piece
so
of trash?
Fucking weird.
Flood damage, Doug.
That
damage,
was a wild time.
Fucking
Yeah.
wild.
You know how Mahoney doesn't like when we have other friends? I didn't like it either.
You
No.
sure didn't. You sure didn't.
Well, and hey, we ended up being right.
It's true.
We were all right.
I was just helping them yesterday. The few remaining people I talked to from that circle, one of
The
them
children.
couldn't figure out how to get their HDMI cable through their wall. And I
Have they
was
not
like,
heard of drills?
Well, no, they have the holes. They're just stuck on something. I was like, it's probably insulation. You gotta go get yourself like a wire coat hanger and unfold it and push it down with the wire coat hanger. I still don't know if they did it.
Probably not.
They were like, I can't tell if there's insulation behind the thing.
Just,
Okay,
just
get
imagine
your finger through the hole. Feel around.
just imagine a wall with like 100 hammer holes in it. Like a hammer has fallen inside the wall.
All right, that's my entire list for now.
All right. Looks like we're all done then, huh? Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
we did it.
Fuck
Did it.
you all.
Especially you, Kristen Wiig.
No. There's one especially, and it ain't Kristen Wiig.
We got one more. The one you've been waiting for. So, hey, I'm going to put this out there to everybody listening to this. Have you been getting, like, a bunch of Instagram password requests or weird friend requests on Discord? Or have you been signed up for a bunch of, like, weird email newsletters? Or has somebody been asking you
tickets for random shit?
Yeah, has anybody been asking you if Juan nicknamed his Steam account through a Rooster Teeth support ticket email? Then I think you might want to listen to this. So it was New York Comic Con 2011, comes back full circle to read Pop. This was our second year shooting New York Comic Con. And Jose's down in the queue hall one morning, just shooting the line because they loved
As
seeing the
we
big
do.
crowds, and the queue moving, the line moving, and usually people are pretty stoked, like looking in the camera, posing, cheering, clapping, whatever. Jose's shooting. This kid is turning around in the line, sees Jose. Sees
Makes
his camera,
direct goddamn eye contact.
makes direct eye contact, stops, does a couple poses, a couple kung fu anime moves,
Like
and
cool,
then
like real cool stuff for the stuff we want to see people do to the camera.
funny, a little dorky, but like dude owned it. And immediately Jose knew it was fucking gold and we were gonna use it. So we used it. We used it as like a post-credit tag on one of our videos, and then we put this motherfucker in the commercial for New York Comic Con that next year, to the point where we made an anime explosion happen behind him and his fucking blue wig blew in the wind. It was amazing. Made him look like a rock star. We're at C2E2 the next year, and we hear from the social media director that these videos are starting to get pulled. Somebody's privacy copyright claiming these videos. And this kid found himself in the New York Comic-Con videos and started copyright claiming them on YouTube and demanding they get taken down, which is funny because when you buy a ticket for a Comic-Con, you are waiving your right to be on camera, essentially. You are giving consent to be in video.
That's part of what happens when you buy a ticket.
But, it is
it's
what
all
it is.
those terms and conditions that no one reads.
At the time, the popcasts from that era have been lost to time. But during that time, we were pretty fucking peeved at this dude because not only did we make him look cool, but now you're trying to fuck with our bottom line. You're trying to fuck with our money. And we all said some things on Twitter, and we talked about it on the podcast a lot, and we thought it was all past us. Fast forward 7 years later, we're at Mahoney's house for FriendCon, get a message from this same social media director who we haven't talked to in years.
Jesus Christ.
That this guy is harassing her to take videos down, to take tweets down. Later on that year,
Sending this person links to tweets of people she's never met before.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Like,
fall,
not like her tweets, like fucking randos.
we get a message.
People that weren't even fucking there.
We get a message from one of our current clients that this guy emailed him claiming we harassed and attacked him and sent a fucking Word doc with all of these Twitter links that he wanted deleted. And it's like, this is fucking nuts. This is so
Worth
stupid.
mentioning that, like, were there links on those lists of Twitter links that were about him? I'm 99% sure, yes.
Yes.
But if I recall, it was a list of like 100, and like 95 of those had nothing.
Yeah,
anything.
it was he just assumed they were about him.
Random tweets that people who, like, y'all remember Dave?
Yeah.
Like, Dave would be like, went to In-N-Out today, and he'd be like, I want that tweet taken down. That might be about me. Like, yeah, sure. That's
They're all
totally
calling
true.
me in and out.
Imagine some
like-
psycho emailed your boss with a Word doc full of Twitter posts that they think are about him. That's nuts. That's fucking nuts. Psycho shit.
Yeah.
It's real psycho.
So, every so often he'd pop back up. He'd rear his ugly head. Maybe he'd be off his meds. Maybe they gave him his phone back at the mental institution, whatever. But, like, recently it's just... We went so far as to delete all those tweets. And anybody that was involved also told them to delete those tweets just so that we can get them out of our fucking lives. Tried not to talk about him on the podcast. Tried not to talk about him on Twitter. Nothing worked. And he's just been back at it with a vengeance. I don't know if he's at summer
one point,
camp.
He sent like a letter pretending to be a lawyer.
Oh, yeah. This long letter posing as a lawyer.
Like, just saying we a lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like,
Like
buddy,
he
we
had
know it's you.
representation.
We fucking
Yeah.
know. What the
I
hell are you
used to
talking
do
about?
that
There's
when
no
I
we.
was 16 and I was selling shit on eBay. I'd be like, oh, we will take a look. It was just me. It was only me.
Oh, let me get my team on that.
Yeah.
At the time he was using Wrestling Jimmy's as like a fucking handle,
Yeah.
and the name of the lawyer that he made up was Jimmy Russell.
Yeah, something like that.
Some shit like that, just like very much like no, I'm
Completely
Doctor-
different person.
Dr.
Disrespect.
Doctor. I'm Doctor.
Oh, Mantis Toboggan.
Mhm.
So, it's affecting multiple people within our small little
Yeah.
community, and
And a company we don't even like. The videos he's bitching about. This is a completely different company.
they don't even exist anymore, essentially. So it's just this man is literally, Jeremy, you're literally our biggest fan. Like, this is what we've come to, that you're our most obsessed biggest fan.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like,
Jeremy,
what? You could have just
Fadile.
posted in the Discord instead of trying to send us support tickets from Kirsten.com.
It's such a weird way to try to get in contact.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
But it's like he wants to get in contact, but he doesn't want anybody to be able to contact him back. So it's just
And you know what?
harassment.
I don't think Juan did nickname his Steam account. I don't
Yeah,
think he did.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there
No,
you go.
he
Now
didn't
you know. I
nickname-
don't think he did. Maybe he did. I don't know. It's entirely possible.
And you know, we've looked into. I've talked to local police. We've talked to people connected with the FBI, and it's like,
Because the thing is, cyber crimes is a very wide umbrella, Jeremy. And you've committed a few.
yeah. Now we're talking hate crimes too, because okay, so we kept quiet about it for a long time because we thought that was the deal. We thought it was we delete all these tweets, we don't talk about it, and he'll leave us the fuck alone. And it didn't work because he keeps coming back like fucking internet herpes. He keeps coming back. He's bothering
straight up
more
internet
and
herpes.
more people. I hear
Yeah.
from the social media manager from New York Comic Con that he's now contacting like her friends. And I get a message today.
And he's like, I want the tweets deleted. Why would anybody delete a tweet?
Yeah.
We already deleted all the first sets of tweets you said you wanted deleted. You
Yeah.
didn't go away.
Yeah.
Why is anybody going to delete another tweet?
Why is anybody gonna
So you'll stick around?
kneel to any of your demands? So now we're just going scorched earth, buddy. Fucking scorched
Yeah.
earth. So we'll see. We'll see if you can end up on that list of people on my enemies list that are unalived or not. We'll see who wins this one, buddy. Who can last the longest?
We're gonna win.
Yeah.
It has gotten
you know.
so bad to the point where I tweeted something, essentially, Jeremy, I ain't deleting shit. Fucking prepare for the wrath. And
That one's about me. I need it deleted now.
I get a message on Discord from somebody that says, hey, this is interesting because I've been getting a lot of password requests, and now my wife and my sister-in-law are also getting password requests. So he's trying to get in touch with he's ruining so many people's lives.
Yeah.
It's
Just a
impressive.
constant fucking just. And the thing is, it can't be. Look, I know we're great, but it can't be just us.
It
This
can't be.
fucking lunatic.
It can't be.
It can't. It's. Can you imagine? Can you fucking wrap your head around being a fucking Uber Eats driver who just accidentally ends up at this fucking guy's house
Mm-hmm.
and just the circus that becomes dropping this guy's fucking McDonald's off to him? Like, it's not
6 years later, you're like, I'm sorry that you didn't think you got enough fries. I don't know what you want me to do about it.
I have 2 children now. It's been 20 years. Let it go, Jeremy.
I mean, like, do you not have any friends? Do you not have any family? Like, somebody needs to step in and do something because you're a danger to yourself and society.
Well, the
And
thing is, you know, we know some friends and family now, don't we?
Oh, well, I mean, maybe. We'll see.
Possibly. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe you're not the only one that can look up fucking people. You know what I mean?
We'll see. We'll see if any of these fishing expeditions work out, but remains to be seen.
But the point is, now we want to.
Yeah.
Before we
And-
didn't really give a shit. It's fine.
Now we're
Whatever.
trying.
But you keep coming back, and it's time, bud. It's
And-
time to fucking wrap it up.
And you know, if
It's literally been 20 years.
yeah,
like,
like
move
he started
on.
doing this when he was in his late teens, early 20s, and he's 31 now.
Yeah. Fucking lunatic. Out of his goddamn mind. Let it go. No one cares. Just go away.
And you know, we're gonna address you every week until you stop, buddy. I'm not gonna stop tweeting until you stop. And we're talking stop across the board. People we know, people those people know, even people we don't know. Fucking stop it.
Yeah.
Because now, oh, well, it didn't even mention that he's starting
Go to bed.
lean into hate crimes now because he definitely used an F slur in one of those Discord profile names that he was messaging people on. So, and that's been tough because there's been no real threat of violence besides him putting his hand on Jose's camera. Another New York Comic Con, he was dressed as Ant-Man, but there's been no real threats. He has no skills. He's a graphic designer. Graphic design is his passion. He's never made a fucking dime off of graphic design. He figured out how to harass people using support forums and password requests, but I don't believe for a second this guy has an ounce of talent to be able to hack any of our accounts.
Absolutely
so
not.
Don't worry about that if you have been attacked by this person. Because
talented people in this space don't need to send you 27 Instagram password forgot reset emails.
It's just so bizarre. It's like he's not aware of two-factor verification. Like, you can't get in.
Well, I don't know if he's actually trying to get in.
No.
I don't know what he's trying to do.
He just wants the attention. He wants the attention.
He wants someone to think about it.
He wants us to talk about him publicly, so maybe he's getting what he wants right now.
Probably.
But he says he doesn't. He's a very confusing man.
He's a very confusing man.
Well, maybe
frankly,
you need to
everything about him is
this. All of us would love to not remember you exist.
Yeah.
All Jimmy's idea.
Every 10 years ago, be like, remember the kid who used to send us Instagram password resets all the time? And be like, yeah, that was a weird time in our lives. We would
looking
love
forward to you being a memory, Jeremy.
Forget you exist. So just disappear into the ether.
He could have been.
And let us forget you.
He could have been a legend in our circles. Like, had he never gotten in touch, never had those videos taken down, like, he would have been like a PoP Hall of Famer, or at least an 11th Hour Hall of Famer, just for that.
We got one in the YouTube saying, oh yeah, so he's that fucking guy. We got one in the Discord saying that's that fucking guy. Like,
yeah. Juggalo John was like, oh, I don't think I'm getting any, and he was like, oh, wait a fucking second.
Oh, it turns out I have gotten a bajillion fucking password requests.
We have to apologize because obviously Jose took video. We edited him into videos. And then when he didn't like it, we tweeted about it. So now, some 13 years later, people we don't even know are suffering for it because of this fucking psychopath. Dickless loser. Allegedly a pedophile, I believe, also.
Oh, yikes. Yikes.
Allegedly.
I mean,
allegedly.
Imagine
that.
Imagine having to sit your sister-in-law. Oh. Back in 2013.
I mean,
imagine you're like, okay, so you know how I listen to this podcast? Okay, so on the side they do video work. Okay, so way back 12 fucking years ago, they took video of this guy, and then the sister-in-law is like, oh, when you buy a ticket to a convention, don't you wave your in photos and film? And you're like, yeah, of course. But anyways, so he's in the line. Like, how do you explain this person to a regular, normal human who's like, yeah, they got support tickets that just say did one make a name Steam account? Like, can we when you're sending through the support tickets or making the Discord, well, I guess the Discord username, you probably have to misspell the slur because it's not gonna let you use the full-on slur. But like when you're sending through these tickets, can you take 3 fucking seconds to spell it right? Like, can you just try a little bit harder?
I mean, it's tough because he's also furiously masturbating while he's doing this.
Allegedly.
Eating his little snacks. Yeah, I allege that he's a pedophile because that made the most sense that he wanted his video removed from the internet because he wasn't allowed to be around children at New York Comic Con, and he was about to get busted by his probation officer. So,
frankly, that makes as much sense as anything else.
That's my theory.
Never considered it, but that is a solid reason for this type of behavior.
Why else?
It sounds outlandish, but
there's
it
no
almost kind of makes
reason
sense.
that makes any sense. But weirder things have happened.
Yeah.
Like this. Like all this.
Yeah, we're just speculating.
Something's up. I think you need to make peace with whatever god you worship. You need to talk to your family. You need to come clean. You need to stop this foolishness. Move on with your life.
Move on with your life, man. Just move on.
Seriously.
Why are you focusing on us when you could spend all your time focusing on Sonic the Hedgehog's toes?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, stop focusing on
so
us.
Stinky in them shoes all the time, man.
And focus on the fryer at Wendy's because I need my Biggie fries.
Just put the fries in the bag, bro.
So the boys
move on.
We had some guidelines before the show tonight, and the boys said I couldn't dox him. But I do want to put out there that we have multiple phone numbers and addresses. We're not going to put them out there, but we have access to them, and we will utilize them if need be.
Yeah, because again, not exactly a wizard here. Left a fucking trail a mile long. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very bad at this.
He has a website, and he has his resume on his website, and his phone number, and his address, and his email address, and his picture, and all that stuff. And on his resume, he lists, I think, the Philadelphia Institute of Arts, and the graduation year that he put is, funnily, it matches up when the Philadelphia School of Art closed. So it's like, did you just put that on your resume because nobody can go back and check it because that school is closed now? You didn't go to no Institute of Art, my guy. I've seen your art. We've all seen it.
That's a pretty good grift too, actually. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Not a bad grift.
Everything about this guy is a lie, and it's quite sad.
Everything about us is kind of sad. Like, I'll fucking check me. It's just a bummer. It's all a bummer, man. Quit being a fucking bummer.
Well, I mean,
like, take a look around. There's so much content on streaming. Just get into a show, okay?
Yeah.
Go watch Suits.
Show.
Yeah, do something.
Yeah, go watch Suits.
Yeah, pick up. There's all kinds of educational podcasts, all kinds of fun podcasts. Fucking, don't listen to any murder podcasts though. The last thing you need is an idea. There's plenty of content out there to keep you occupied with other shit.
The only thing that you're doing.
Go get involved in the election, Jeremy. Go do that. Okay? Go
you know what? Don't vote.
Yeah. Well, I mean, felons can't vote, so.
That's true. That's true. Even odds, allegedly.
When you're on the sex registry, allegedly, you're probably not going to vote anyhow. And he has the mind of like a 5-year-old child, so.
Also, don't they put election machines oftentimes in schools? It's a real problem. Allegedly.
Yeah, that's true. Allegedly.
So, sorry, everybody.
Yeah. Sorry for, almost a decade and a half of just random spots of weirdness and confusion.
Yeah.
Our bad.
I thought it was funny that, Jose is patient zero of this. But because Jose doesn't really pay attention to social media or his emails or anything, I don't know if Jose only recently noticed that fucking this dude has been messing with him.
Well, no, that all came in today. That was all today.
So before today, he hasn't been fucking with you?
To that degree.
Oh my goodness.
No, well, not for that thing.
Going into government websites now, which is got to be a big no-no.
There is one thing that Jeremy has accomplished, and I don't think this is something that he wants to happen, and it's that we're all finding each other. We're all bonding over this. We're all holy shit, are you getting password requests? Oh shit, you are too? So, in essence, Jeremy is creating a PoP reunion, and we're
bringing
all
us back together.
Yeah, he's bringing us all together. Fucking Gavin in the chat tonight, homies.
Yup.
Because
Hell yeah.
ain't nothing more fun than addressing enemies. And as a united front, you can't handle us, my man. You can't do it. We have friends. You don't have friends, no matter how many fake names you come up with in emails. You obviously have no friends.
He's got Russell Jim. He's got Jimmy Ruff. He's got James Rustles.
James
He's got all
Rustleman
sorts of people he knows.
Imagine
of the Canterbury Rustles.
Imagine putting the effort that you put in to send us Instagram password requests.
That's the biggest question. That's the biggest thing, though. Like, the time. Like, there's so many better things to be doing.
That's what I'm saying.
What's he
hours
doing?
and
What
hours
else is
he
he
spent doing
doing?
this fucking nonsense.
You talk about living in
like-
somebody's head rent-free.
Like, there are people who make a shit ton of money filming themselves mow vacant lots on TikTok. Why don't you just do that?
Yeah.
Why don't you watch a TV show? Why don't you go for a walk?
Find a hobby other
Literally
than
anything else to do.
cybercrime and masturbation.
Right. Like, how boring it must be to sit around and be like, I'm going to set 15 password resets for my account on Instagram. And
Sitting
then,
around on a random Thursday being like,
once I've done that,
nickname his Steam account.
once I've submitted all 18 of these password resets, surely then they will tell me if Juan nicknamed his.
They will love me.
I will then
What are
feel
you
full
doing?
again.
What is the point? What
I
is
am
the
whole
end game?
more.
It is
If
funny
you want to know if Juan nicknamed his Steam account, fucking call him.
looking
I
at
don't know.
looking at the picture on his website and then looking
Can't
at the
confirm.
picture.
Juan says he did not change his Steam
He
nickname.
did not
Oh,
change
there
his
you go.
Steam account.
He didn't.
He
didn't.
did not
There you go.
change it.
He didn't.
And also, if he did, why does it matter? Like, why do you want to follow Juan on Steam? You want to see what games he's playing?
It's been so long that I'm like, what is Steam? I don't even remember what Steam is.
Steam's
like, until you said what games he's playing, I was like, oh, right, it's a game website.
Lame, man. It's fucking lame, is what it is. It's fucking lame and illegal. So, you know. There's
But,
that.
you know, the cops are only interested in protecting property, so they're not going to lift a hand until one of us is fucking murdered.
Yep.
But our friend at Cybercrimes is a little more interested. Just saying, buddy.
He is a little more interested. Also, you ever seen one of those movies where, like, you better hope one of us doesn't get randomly murdered, because all the rest of us will be like, it was probably that dude that's been harassing them for 15 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, here
Right?
we go. Okay, everybody, I need you to come over here. I got an idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Sidebar.
Jeremy,
All right.
turn it off.
Yeah, Jeremy, don't listen to this. One of us fakes our death.
I
And
like
we
it.
frame
I like
him
it. Can you
for
get me
it.
in touch with the guy from Soul Switch? I hear you did
Yeah.
a pretty good job at it.
Closed casket.
He's in the chat.
Closed casket all day. Closed casket. Let's knock it off, bud. Fucking spare parts, man. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I feel lighter. It's good.
Yeah.
Good getting that out there. It's good.
Like taking a big shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
Unburdened.
And if
Take
anyone
pictures of
out
toys.
there,
Look at Lee. Look at Lee with a successful taking pictures of toys career, and you're over here doing nothing. You know? Like, come on. You don't got a toy you can take a picture of? Play around with the lighting. Get a fog machine. Come on.
if
It's
there's
very
anyone
fun and
out there
oddly creative.
that is hearing this and is either affected by this and didn't realize this, or unaffected.
Yeah, we might not. Yeah. If you're wondering where all that shit's coming from, it's this fucking dude.
If you have any resources or info that you think might benefit us, let us know, because we're open for ideas. We're at the point where we're probably going to crowdfund a lawyer. So before we drop that money, if there's anything else we can do, let us know.
Yeah,
But-
especially if you're like in the New Yorkish area with access to a motor vehicle.
Mm-hmm. access to a motor vehicle and a crowbar.
Yeah. Or just a motor vehicle.
Allegedly. Allegedly a crowbar.
Yes. Point is, it's not even oh, god damn it. I'm about to say it's not even worth a crowbar, because so fucking you're just annoying, dude. Do something else. Hey, dude. Hey, look over here. Dude. Jeremy. Be better, bro. Be better. Be better.
Gavin in the chat says the fact that you're talking this much about him is just fueling him, validating him. I don't know, Gavin, because a couple weeks ago,
not talking about him, and that didn't do shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what are we supposed to do?
Exactly. And a couple weeks ago, we dropped a couple hints, and he went quiet for a few days, so I think he got spooked. But then he forgot, and he started sending messages again.
Fucking wild.
And then I used all my stamps.
What if it's like Tyler Durden? He doesn't know he's doing this, and it's in his sleep.
Well, it is like at
Maybe.
3 a.m., so maybe it's like an ambient thing.
Yeah. Oh, he thinks he's trying to message the Hat Man.
He's like, dear sleep paralysis demon. Did Juan nickname his Steam account? Thanks in advance.
Fucking wild.
All right, well, this is by far the longest popcast we've had in years.
It has been a hot minute.
Yeah.
Been a while.
But it was fun, though. Good.
What if we found out that Jeremy is actually Kristen Wiig?
He was wearing a wig.
A Kristen wig?
Maybe.
Just saying, it's all
All
there.
right.
I'll connect.
So between now and next week, get your shit together, man. Just move on.
You
We'd
don't have
all
to wait
love to
till
move
next
on.
week.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait till next week. Between now and 2 minutes from now, get your
Yeah,
shit together.
it's true. Yeah, just be cool. Just be cool, man. And we'll be back to regularly scheduled nonsense next week. It's gonna be fun. We'll do something silly. We need a palate cleanser. We're gonna do something silly next week. We'll figure something out.
I mean, I felt pretty silly.
I mean, it was pretty silly. It was pretty silly.
I had a great time.
But we might do something more along the lines of sandwich draft silly. Because that shit is silly.
Or who knows? We might set him off between now and then. We might have news to share.
It's true.
One of us might be murdered.
You want to come on the show, talk it out, bud?
Yeah.
You seriously, like, when you harass 20-something people, the odds that one of them dies under mysterious circumstances is not zero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Knock
when
it off, bud.
happens, we're going to be like, hey, you know who you need to talk to? This kid. And I don't get the sense that you have, like, an active social life and a lot of allies, right? So,
Mhm.
you know, just things you got to consider when you decide to harass a group of 30 people for over a decade. Like, these are the things you have to keep in mind.
Yeah. Think long term, bud. Make better choices. That's what I tell my kids. Make good choices. You're not making good choices, bud. Make better choices. Leave all of our fucking friends alone. Knock it off.
And people we don't even know. I don't know
Yeah.
Zero's sister-in-law. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, leave our friends alone, and also the people that we kind of know, and also the people that they know that we definitely don't know, and their people as well. Like, fucking just.
And
knock
you
it
know
off.
what? I would take a bullet. I would make a deal that you can Instagram password request me from now until the day you die if you just leave everybody else the fuck alone. I'll take it.
There you go.
Good deal.
Send me all your support tickets, all your Instagram requests, my Twitter requests. He tried to access my Kohl's account.
You can just send Nyes an email.
Yeah,
You
send
don't
me an
have to-
email.
you don't
JasonNyes
have
at
to send it
gmail.com.
to
You
the
definitely know
direct
it. You know it. That's for sure.
Just send him a normal email and say, hey, one nickname is Steam account, and Nyes will say, I don't fucking know. And then everybody can move on with their day.
Yeah. Hit me
Be
up.
better, bud.
I'll tell you how to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend or
Whatever you're into, pal. It's
a
all
better
good.
job or
A Sonic friend.
yeah. Help.
Yeah.
Get
I
help.
already told you what kind of Instagram account you should start. Just let us know what advice you need.
We're all successful adults, buddy.
Ooh, how about this? I will give you a $50 gift card to OnlyFans if you sign a certified letter that you'll never do this again.
That's not bad. You're not. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, bud. You're not gonna get a better deal than that.
That is a remarkably good deal.
You're gonna take that to the fucking bank, or at least to OnlyFans. That's good. That's good.
Quit while you're ahead.
I'm
Take
just
it.
saying.
Take the deal.
Juan just sweetened the pot, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
Fucking wild. He might be in the chat.
Could be.
He might be that guy.
I mean, he's usually sending password requests about 3 a.m., so.
Yeah, give it that time. So, yeah.
That
I like this. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, bud. He's right. Gavin's right. Beautiful. Love it. What are you going to do with it, man? Just move on. That's all we want to do. Move on in life. The world's on fire, man. Look out for you and yours. We'll look out for ours. It's going to be all right. Be cool.
You see who's running for president? You're giving us shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to do a lot worse than put you in a New York Comic Con video 15 years ago, okay?
And, you know, I've still got all that video. So, you don't want to see that video again, do you?
Oh
fucking supercut.
Like the hamster dance.
Well, yeah, but because as easily as we made it look cool, we can make it look not cool.
Yeah, by just taking out all the effects.
And dildos to your hands.
Dildos in the hands. Imagine.
Allegedly.
Jeremy Dildo
Alleged.
Hands. Good old
Alleged
Jeremy
hand
Dildo Hands.
Be rad. Be excellent to each other, Jeremy. That's all this
Read a book.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good books out there. It's on
A lot of good
BookTok.
everything.
What you want to do,
Name-
you want to get
name
yourself
one.
a TikTok.
Name one
You want to get
good
yourself
book.
a TikTok, and you want to listen. You want to read, or get yourself an Audible account, and they'll read it to you.
True.
Why don't you go read Throne of Glass, Jeremy?
I got an idea for a new piece of pop merch.
I like it.
Jeremy tried to access my Instagram account, and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
That's pretty fucking amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
And if you can show us that Jeremy has been trying to access your Instagram account, we'll send you a shirt for free.
Okay.
But it's got to be at
All
least
right.
9 times, and it's got to be after 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's the witching hour.
Yeah.
That's where it goes.
All right, Lee. Land the plane.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. We'll be back next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. For Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, a good buddy Mahoney, all of our enemies.
Except
And you, Jeremy.
Wig.
Big ups to my haters.
Big ups to the haters.
The haters said I couldn't do it, and they were right.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
Fucking Google something.
Demonetize this.
Holy shit.
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
I didn't want to say it.
Demonetize this.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.